Press the...
And we're live.
And we're live. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hawkwind's Radio Picture Show here at Q4 Radio every Wednesday night. Good to see you guys. As always, my name is Jack Dwyer.
And I'm Jay Smooth.
We've got a great show for you guys tonight. For all of you who are just joining Hawkwinds for the very first time, welcome. It's good to see you. Glad to have you on board today. We are a show by Chicagoans, for Chicago art, entertainment, music, television, movies, photography, ventriloquists, puppeteers,
Magicians.
We have a little bit of everything here.
Yeah.
So we're so thankful to have you guys on board. Also, while you guys are enjoying the show tonight, please go down into the comment section, leave us some comments, leave us some questions for the band, leave us some comments for me or Jay.
Please talk to us. We get lonely.
Let us know. Yeah, well, we'd love to hear from you guys. If you want to know what kind of shampoo and conditioner Jay uses, it's the purple bottle stuff.
Yeah. I don't know what it's called. I was looking at it just now. I forgot what it was called, but it's in the purple bottle.
The purple drink.
Yeah, the purple drink.
Yeah, purple drink. Just don't drink it. Jay Smooth, what's up with you, brother? How have you been?
I've been good, bro. Had a pretty good week. Nothing too crazy. Just, you know, when you have those weeks where, like, nothing really happens, but everything happens according to plan, you know what I mean? Like, your schedules just fucking go smoothly. I had one of those weeks.
That's good, man.
Nothing crazy, but everything that happened good.
A rest week, you know?
Yeah, you know.
Kind of help you realign a little bit, you know?
Yeah.
That's good. It's good.
How about you, bro? What you do this week?
Just watching the world burn. Just watching the world burn.
Quite literally, dude.
Literally, yeah. No, I've been good, man. Last week we were talking about goals and setting, you know, goals for yourself for the year ahead, and I hit one of my goals today, man.
What you do?
I've been like, I don't want to say I don't drink anymore, but I don't drink any less. And I cut out a lot of beer, and I lost a lot of weight from it, dude.
Yeah.
I'm back down to like 200, and I feel good. I feel like I'm not carrying around a bunch of poop because I like did a colon cleanse and this and that. And it's good to get your health back in check, and which is funny because like I think one of the greatest benefits from it is getting your mind right, you know. So I've just been feeling good, man. Feeling healthy, feeling blessed. Ready to do a shirtless photo shoot sometime. Maybe.
Get ready for the Hawkwinds OnlyFans, guys.
That's right. Yeah. About time we make some damn money. Yeah. No, brother, it's just good to, you know, write down a goal and hit it and achieve it. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling unstoppable. Feeling persistent.
Hell yeah, dude.
You know? So it's been good. But no, I've been trying to do more stuff that like kind of you know, helps your health. You know, we were talking about cold plunges and saunas and stuff. I went to a spa recently, bro. I went to one of those like Turkish bathhouse spas. I'm not going to say which one because it was fabulous, and I don't want it to like, you know, bash it or anything. But a lot of dong hanging out.
A lot of wieners.
A lot of wieners hanging
dude.
out. And it's like you can't like sheepishly shy in the corner, you know? Like you really just got to embrace it.
Gotta let it hang.
Yeah, like I'm built for grow, not for show. And it's places like those are a little timid for a young man like myself.
It's just like the high school locker rooms all over again.
All over again.
God damn it.
Except nobody's like twisting around like a helicopter in your face. Where they're like, no, I'm trying to like tie my shoes. Please don't do that.
Oh,
That's
God.
disgusting. No, man, it was cool, but it's you know, I'm totally diving into like the whole like spiritual and mental health aspect of getting into a sauna and just fucking sweating it out. And
I wonder on average how much water weight does a human have? You know?
I don't know. I mean, like pro hockey goalies will lose like 11 pounds of water weight just in a single game alone. You know, so I'd say probably like 15 pounds maybe.
Worth of water weight?
For sure.
I guess it probably depends on the person, right?
God, if only we had a pro fighter here, you know, who could really tell us about it. No, I mean, but that's how fighters make weight, though. You go into a sauna, go into a sweatsuit, and just whoosh, sweat it all out.
Fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, I mean, I've really found that a lot of like health benefits. It's all the extra shit that you do. It's not just going and banging and clanging at the gym. It's eating right. It's doing the sauna. It's doing yoga. It's doing the Zumba classes with your girlfriend. And don't pretend like you don't like it because it was a lot of fun.
Hey man, I go to dance classes just to meet girls, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a great place to meet women. It really is, because that people relate sex to dancing or dancing to sex.
I could see that
Yeah.
being true.
What's your favorite dance move?
What's the robot?
The robe? Sexy.
Yeah.
You want to get greased
Or
up, huh?
sometimes, depending on how many drinks, I get down on the worm.
You get down on the worm.
I bring it back to the 1990s.
Hell yeah, love it. You know, that's probably how plague started too. You know, just people walking around rat shit and then people laying in it.
Doing the worm at exit. Oh god.
I'm gonna help you try to get branch out. We got some more dance moves out there. You know. Remember, like from Hitch, there's just like the simple 1-2.
I'm trying to remember what the new TikTok dances are called. Forgot.
Banned.
Oh yeah, there's no more of that.
Well, we'll see. Unless an
dude.
American company buys it, but we'll see. R.I.P. TikTok. Man. Are you upset about TikTok getting canned?
You know, I never really used it, but I understand why people would be upset. You know what I mean? But
It's a little brainwashy.
so is every social media. You know, they just show you what they want you to see. I guess.
Yeah. It's yeah. I don't know. I think there's going to be a lot of leaves that are going to get overturned here with, like, you know, freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom of information and disinformation, and like what they feed to the masses. You know, I'm weirdly okay with TikTok being banned in the U.S. because I read into like what TikTok is like in other countries compared to here. In here, it's just brain mush. It's gonna make everybody soft. Where in other countries, they're teaching like STEAM learning. You know, science, technology, engineering, arts. Don't forget the arts and mathematics. And yeah, they're just not teaching it here. They're teaching kids dance moves and like how to like mouth over some other comedian being funny.
Well, if they were to teach all that stuff that they're teaching in other countries here, people would get smarter. So they obviously don't want to teach that. They want to keep people brain rotted, you know?
That's the thing.
They're all like, oh, here's a new dance. Let's distract you with this new dance.
Right. Meanwhile,
everybody else is learning fucking math and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Fucking nuts.
Educate yourself, kids. Learn. It is a good platform to learn, though. You know, I've learned a lot of cool stuff on the internet. Spitting fire.
It's a, yeah.
How to, you know, do this and that.
It's so you're a spitter, huh?
I'm a spitter and a swallower.
Oh.
I don't.
Fire, right?
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
what
yeah.
we're talking about.
Yeah, of course. But speaking of spitting fire, we got a pretty great band here tonight.
Oh, yeah, we do.
Everybody, please welcome to the show. It's a 4-piece emo outfit from the South Side of Chicago. Everybody, please welcome to Hawkwind's Radio Picture Show, Alive Alone.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
Yo.
Thank you
What
for
up?
having us here.
Welcome.
Really appreciate it.
Thank
You
for
guys
coming.
have a very good duo going.
Yeah, I like your chemistry.
Yeah, good chemistry,
Yeah.
fantastic voices. Did you go to like radio school or something, or are you just
know,
naturally talented?
I was
at
always
just
told I have a
being-
face for radio.
I see. Well, now I have to look at you.
No, me and Jay have a pretty great symbiotic relationship here. You know, we definitely get a lot of comedic influence on the show. We have a lot of musicians, and Jay's a master planner of events and bands and getting rock shows off the ground. And
Yeah.
he's a rock star
try.
Himself, exactly. Yeah, we actually just played with Jay. Not even a month ago. Really, it's probably
a
a few
really
weeks-
great
yeah,
show, by
a few
the
weeks
way.
ago, yeah.
Yeah.
It was a really good time. It was our first time playing there too. Was it your first? Yeah,
Yeah,
it was your
we've
first
never
time
played
there
there
too. Yeah, I
before
remember.
either,
We
yeah.
were talking about it.
It was my
pretty
first
good.
time seeing your band. The Skies Are Shifting, and it was
Oh, really?
it was awesome.
Oh,
yeah.
thanks,
Yeah.
You
man.
guys are really good.
Appreciate
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
It
One
was
of my
like-
buddies, Darwin, he was like, I really like that band that played right before you guys. I was like, oh yeah. He's like, yeah, I liked them more than you. I was like, oh, thanks.
Oh, that means a lot.
Yeah.
It was like my fifth, sixth time watching you guys. You guys are fucking dope, man.
Oh,
Thank you.
thanks, man.
I always bring some good energy when we play.
Yeah, we try.
I mean, you guys, we've been listening to you for a while now too, especially getting ready for the show. I feel like your music belongs in like a rock star video game. You know, it's fun. It's emo punk, but it's also very uplifting. And you have all these beautiful melodies.
Oh, thank you.
Tell us a little bit about your style. How would you define your band?
I would go with like alternative emo, but I mean, like we all kind of have our own little takes on it. Alternative emo is what I would go with. What do you think, Ricky?
Yeah, I would go with that too. I'd say for the newer stuff, it's definitely draws influence from some more like pop rock bands like Weezer, Beach Bunny, stuff like that.
Nice.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. I think it's more like of a
alternative vibe.
alternative, and like there's a lot of punk influence in that stuff too, man.
Mm-hmm.
For sure.
Oh yeah. Well, before we get started with your bands, you guys want to introduce yourselves real quick, just down the line, who you guys are, instrument you play, and favorite ice cream flavor, I guess.
All right.
And one thing about yourself that you do outside of music.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. What's up? I'm Danny. I play drums. My favorite ice cream is I don't know. I guess mint chocolate chips, pretty decent.
Oh.
And outside of the band, I I don't know. I go to the gym sometimes.
He
fucks
and he
and
goes
goes
to the gym.
Nice. Where's that?
He
from?
absolutely does that. But
Hell yeah.
the man is jacked.
I am
I
not
think he
jacked.
can deadlift, what, 450?
Nah,
Jeez.
I
Right?
don't do stuff. A little 505, but no one's bragging.
Oh shit.
He's a monster. Yeah.
This guy fucks.
I didn't even mean like that, but whatever.
Sure.
My name's Ricky. I play guitar and sing. My favorite ice cream is Brambleberry Crisp from Jenny's.
Oh yeah.
And then I have two hobbies. I'm a kickboxer / MMA fighter, and then I collect Pokemon cards. And I have an online store where I sell Pokemon cards.
Nice.
What's your rarest Pokemon card you have?
I have a first edition Dark Charizard.
Oh
Yeah.
Fire.
My name's Dre. I play bass. I would go with vanilla as my favorite ice cream.
Whack.
Maybe, it's classic. Vanilla, chocolate dipped vanilla cone. It's probably all time classic.
Chocolate chip vanilla cone. Hell yeah.
I like being a couch potato. I'm not gonna lie. My off time, just chill on the couch, hang out with the girlfriend, watch some TV.
Watch the Bears games.
Watch the Bears games. Big football fan.
Watch them lose, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
for that one time they won and it
Get
was
depressed
like
on Sundays.
it was like their Super Bowl.
That's really the start of seasonal depression, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
is watching the
Bears.
Bears exactly.
Yeah.
They
Hey.
got the Packers though.
Yep, and we won this year.
Yep.
They didn't win this year.
Well, very cool. You know, how long have you guys been in band for?
We're going on.
11 years now, almost.
It's gonna be 11 years
Yeah.
this year.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very long time. We've been friends for a long time. We've been playing together for a long time.
And how did you guys meet?
Me and Dre been playing together. Even before this band, we were playing for 3-4 years in a band, in like a metalcore band called Crown Me King.
Mm-hmm.
And then Danny, we knew him just from
From the scene and
just
stuff.
from the Chicago South Side music scene.
And mutual friends too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Steve.
Yeah,
I would say
yeah,
Steve's really
Steve.
introduced us.
Yeah, Steve was the
Yeah.
one that kind of, because I was in a band with Steve before, and that was kind of like we're on the dwindling down with that. And he's kind of like, hey, you should check these dudes out. And
And then we told Danny that we were gonna go on tour that year, and Danny was like, "Yeah, sure." And then we went on tour that year.
yeah, I didn't really. I had just gotten out of work, and Steve's like, yo, they're coming over. And I remember I was eating like Chinese food, and like they were telling me about the whole idea. I'm just like, yeah, all right, dude, whatever. I'm like, I'll check it out. And it's been 11 years since then, man.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's been a long journey. And
11,
just
11 years. Hell
Yeah.
It's
Hell
a
yeah.
long time.
good friendship.
Yeah,
what-
for sure.
What part of the South Side are you guys from?
Southwest side.
Yeah.
Closer to Midway.
Closer to Midway, pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. It's my old stomping grounds.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Mount-
Chicago Lawn or?
Mount Greenwood, Beverly area.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I
Further
gotcha.
south of you guys.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, it's always good to meet a fellow South Sider. Best Italian beef on the South Side. Lay it out.
Damn.
Where's
I
it
don't even get Italian beef like that, so I'm
Me
gonna
either, man.
I'm gonna cut myself out on this one.
Dude,
Yeah, I'm a poser.
people are gonna call me out because this is in the South Side, and not even Chicago, but I'd go with Johnny's out in Elmwood Park.
Yo, I was thinking the exact same
Yeah.
thing, dude. I've been
Johnny's
there
is
so many times.
So
dude.
good.
You get
Johnny's
that
so good.
with that little Italian ice or whatever the fuck
Yeah,
they have there.
exactly.
It's fucking great.
It's
dude.
a classic.
Oh yeah.
I have never been there.
Yeah, these guys gotta do it. I'm actually gonna get some Johnny's for the Super Bowl.
Oh, decent.
Boom.
I'm
There you
gonna
go.
call in advance. Get like 3-4 pounds.
Damn.
Yeah, pounds of fucking beef.
Pounds of beef,
Sick.
Yeah.
pizza.
We love to
We're-
pound beef over here.
Love the
Pound
beef.
that beef and make it juicy.
Hell yeah.
Well, very cool. Now, where are some of your favorite places you guys have performed here in Chicagoland area, or even venturing out?
Guys?
I thought House of Blues was cool.
Oh yeah. For sure, Archer Ballroom was pretty dope playing that recently, but the Green Mill was pretty cool. I like the
You know
vibe.
what?
Mm.
I would go with the Green Mill here in Chicago.
Yeah.
That was probably one of my favorites. I don't know if you guys ever been to the Green Mill.
Oh yeah,
Up in what is it, Uptown?
Uptown. Yeah, the old Al
Yeah.
Capone place.
Yeah.
Yup, exactly. Sat
Yeah,
in
we
their-
did.
their
Was
booth.
it Paper Machete?
Paper
that we're
Machete?
doing?
Yeah, they have a Saturday comedy show where they have musical acts in between their comedy.
Yeah, we're like
I don't
the
know if you
house
ever
band.
attended it. Yeah.
We
It's
got
cool
good-
because you play like a song in between like the comedians and stuff.
Yeah.
So it almost,
then
feels
people
like you're
laugh
like
at
that. You're
us.
like the house band. You're
Yeah.
chilling most of the time.
Yeah, it was
yeah.
cool.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
You know the history behind that place, right? Why it's called the Green Mill?
I don't know why it's
No.
called the Green Mill.
So Chicago is styled as Paris on the Prairie, where they have Paris on the Prairie, but in Paris they have Moulin Rouge, which means red mill. And in Chicago, trying to be more like Paris, they're like, well, we'll make the Green Mill.
Oh, damn.
If you look at that building too, there's all around the sides, the little concrete edges, you'll see little mills all throughout the entire building.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to that. It's
Yeah.
cool.
Mafia used to own it. Al Capone had like 3 tunnels dug under there that went
Oh,
out into
shit.
the cemetery, that
Wow.
went across the street. Yeah, and that hatch. There's a hatch behind the bar too. You can open it up, go down into the basement, and go
Wow.
down into that area.
Sick.
I knew about the tunnels. I didn't know about the whole hatch behind the bar or anything like that.
Yeah,
Pretty
it's,
cool.
It's not marinara sauce on the walls down there. I want you to know that. I want you to know they don't serve marinara. But very cool. Well, do you guys have any sort of pre-show rituals or anything you like to do before you get started playing a show?
Couple shots of whiskey.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
What
get-
brand? What kind?
Classic Jack Daniels or Bullet Bourbon.
Yeah, I always go with Jack. Back in the day, I would always have like my blunts before shows, but I quit smoking like I don't know what 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, they would try to go find me, and 9 times out of 10, I was like in the van like smoking.
Get Danny. What is he doing? Smoking.
Yeah.
I'm not really a hard liquor guy, so I'll normally just have like 2 like Bud Lights or Modelo's.
Yeah.
That and warming up, I guess.
Yeah,
Yeah.
vocal warm-ups.
Yeah, Danny will warm up. You'll catch him in the green room if there's a green room or something, hitting
Like pillows or
his-
whatever the hell.
or,
Yeah.
or his throne or something.
Ricky too. You'll go.
Yeah, you'll go.
I'll
into
go
your
back there
car.
to start singing. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of just go with the flow and hope for the best. I'm a bassist, so you know.
Sometimes they
I'm a
got the
bassist.
weirdest rituals.
Yeah.
No sacrifices. No weird candles lit in. Nothing weird like that.
Not yet. No.
no.
I think the last time we sacrificed something was a while ago.
That's always good. That's always good.
Yeah, we had a band come out here one time, and they had a ritual of drinking Pepto Bismol before going on.
Damn, that's
I
wild.
thought it was kind of
Wow.
funny.
I think it was the rumble of the bass and the nerves.
I wonder if that would help with the nerves.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe some Tums.
Yeah.
That's probably good.
That sounds wild as hell, man.
Well, it's like
Some Pepto
Tums?
right before
Or
you
Pepto?
before you play.
That's like one step away from like getting addicted to Xanax and just popping anxiety
You mix
medication.
with Xanax inside the Pepto, dude.
How'd you go down this long dark road? Pepto Bismol, bro.
You love Pepto Bismol, bro.
I do, cause it helps. But
You'll-
I'm thinking like before a show, or, like I'm trying to get hyped up, like fucking Pepto. Like, I don't know,
I
man.
don't know.
We're not asking you to like freebase it or anything.
Yeah.
Quick sip will do. You know?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I mean, once you turn 30, all the check engine lights
I
start
was just,
coming on.
I was just gonna
Yeah.
say
Tums in your car.
we're all over our 30s, man. I won't be surprised. We're going on tour. In just a little over a month. First dates February 21st, West Coast tour. Get your tickets on our link tree on our Instagram, Alive Alone. But I was just gonna say I wouldn't be surprised catching you drinking Pepto Bismol on tour.
Yeah,
shows,
right.
He's like-
I'm just gonna suffer.
Don't knock until you try it.
No, I actually cop it kind of often, actually. So
Yeah.
I can't talk shit. But I just mean as far as like a pre-show ritual sounds kind of wild.
So how are you guys gearing up for this tour here?
Take it away.
Take it away, man.
Yeah.
Well, fuck, I don't know. I mean, they've been killing the game as far as like getting everything booked, and keeping up with like all the bands, any cancellation stuff like that. But like, I think normally like a month ahead, that's when we start kind of like solidifying anything we need as far as traveling, like the van. Back then we used to have like our own van, but like we put that shit through hell. So it lasted a pretty long time. I think we did probably like 8 or 9 tours with it. But the last two or three tours we've done, like renting and stuff like that. So that and just kind of like any financial like things that we got to get in order before we actually take off work and all that good PTO shit.
Because it does cost money, y'all.
Yeah, man. A lot of self-investment.
Yeah, self-investment and, you know, playing shows helps and selling merch and all that. And
For sure.
Being a band in general. But, yeah, going on the road takes money.
Mental aspect, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Normally, I don't get really hyped until, like, I know we're in the van and, like, leaving and I see us, like, getting away from Chicago. But I think they probably all get. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how they feel about, like, before we dip. Leading up to the tour, I mean.
Oh, once we're taking off, I just feel excited. I'm like, oh man, all right. Because what I love about tour is that, like, I feel so free. The only thing we have, like, the only responsibility I have is to play that show, and then like, even if somebody at home needs something, I'm couldn't help them if I wanted to. So it's just really freeing to just be like, wow, this is all I have to do is just play this show, and yeah. I'm just out here, you know.
Lack of responsibility
Yeah.
almost. Yeah, for
It's a
sure.
good escape.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah,
a good,
man.
yeah, it's a good life reset, too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like literally your only responsibility is to get there and do what you love to do, and then get to explore a bunch of cool places, meet a bunch of cool people. Because we've had the best. I feel like we've had the best experiences with, like, you know, a lot of times you can hear or see supposed stories about people being certain types of ways all over the country, and we've had the luck of only encountering like really cool people everywhere we've gone. I mean, from just like being cool to us at shows, even offering us like a place to stay, and or just even something as simple as like offering like, hey, go check this place out to have some bomb ass tacos or whatever the hell. So
I don't know if it's just like because the people that we meet at the venue, like in the music scene that we're playing in, but even when people talk about the South and they're like, oh well, aren't they like racist out there and stuff like that? I'm like, I've had just nothing but positive experiences. So I'm just like, I don't know, maybe I have like a skewed perspective, but I'm like, man, people in the South are really nice and cool.
yeah. I mean, granted, we haven't been everywhere. I'm sure people
Right.
encounter stuff like that, but at least we're lucky enough to say like we haven't had anything that's been like that jarring or like kind of a wake up to reality, I guess you could say.
They're arguably nicer down there than up here.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure, man. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I think I don't know, maybe just the urban life puts people through some shit and they gotta act a certain way or
They'll
something.
have their
but
guard up more, maybe.
yeah, I don't know, but yeah, people are very hospitable down there, and like I don't know, just overall, I would say in any area we've been to, everyone's been really cool.
Now, where are some places on your tour you're excited about stopping?
Fuck everywhere.
I'm excited for San
He's trying to
Francisco.
fuck everywhere.
You really?
You know.
Oh, man.
Can't say
San
it.
Francisco and Salt Lake City are two big ones that I'm excited for.
Yeah, for sure.
I don't think we've played either of those cities.
No, it'll be
Right.
our first time in Salt Lake and San Francisco.
Isn't this the
as-
first time in
as
Utah?
a band, yeah.
Like playing in Utah.
It will be our first show in Utah. We've passed through Utah and never played Utah.
Yeah, we passed right through it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was where we saw them signs. There's like I guess like a dead zone when you're leaving Colorado. It's like a stretch of I don't know 100 and something miles that there's no gas station. So like there's literally billboards saying get your gas now, because I guess people will just run out of gas on the way.
Pump before you leave Colorado going west, yeah.
Yeah, so anyone listening, make sure you do that shit.
But yeah, I think Salt Lake City is like definitely on like my bucket list to check out. And yeah, I'm excited to go to LA and see how everyone's doing out there, and I hope everyone's doing fine.
Because we haven't
Yeah,
been.
and like they haven't canceled our show or anything like that in LA, which is, I mean, fortunate. And they're still doing shows, and we haven't heard anything. And luckily, everyone's doing fine. And I see all the bands that we are going to be playing with are still playing shows, and so very fortunate that things are still going on over there.
People need live entertainment more than ever, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I'm sure they're super stoked about the Rams winning too.
yeah,
Yeah.
I told you.
They did it for LA.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably. Yeah,
Yeah.
who knows? Hype behind the city or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that whole situation's wild as hell, man.
Yeah.
What's your guys' take on it? What do you think's happening?
Yeah, dude. I don't know. We're talking about this earlier.
Go to the conspiracy theory.
Weren't you
We're-
saying
we're
that
just
like
talking
that
about
Diddy's trying to get rid of?
Oh
Like,
yeah, there was
the
like
evidence?
because I've been getting blasted by like all this stuff because you watch one video and then your algorithm goes crazy. So
Right.
like, first it was like all whatever the media's take was on it, and then like I started getting people's like versions and their crazy conspiracy theories, and then I saw some like extensive video about how it's like Diddy trying to burn his house down because of all the evidence and trying to get him off of that. I guess random stragglers that they're finding in like these hot zones where all these fires are starting. People, I guess residents of those specific areas are finding these random people just walking around with backpacks looking like all sus, and people confronting them and stuff like that. But I mean, and then there's
The
also
Diddy thing was debunked. I read that
Oh,
too.
you
Oh,
They were
yeah?
like,
Yeah, I didn't look
Nice
into
try,
it. I
Diddy.
just
that was
yeah.
one of the things that they
We're
were like,
spreading misinformation.
yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
That's what I came on here for, to spread some
Yeah.
misinformation.
Hell yeah.
Trying to fuck shit up.
do it now while you can. No, I read that too, and I think that's part of the issue is that because you can create any video on AI right now, like
Oh, yeah.
like there was no fire on the Hollywood Hills where it said like Hollywood, like that didn't go up in flames, but according to AI it did.
Okay.
But no, I'm with you on that. It's an interesting thing. Diddy's mansion was unscathed though.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
We'll see.
Good shit.
Still sus. Still
Yeah,
super
no, I
sus.
looked at like again algorithm, so I'll just watch videos. I'm like, what? Yeah, whatever. Keep going. I don't get that deep into it, but I guess I should too. Being fooled by AI and shit.
Yeah.
I heard it was just all the rich people trying to like buy off all the land for really cheap, so they didn't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
what else
yeah.
to do. You know.
Well, that
believable.
actually in conjunction with that, the whole the Olympics coming to there and shit. Apparently,
you were just talking about that.
yeah, yeah.
I was really into this. I'm big in conspiracies.
Yeah.
I like to hear it from every aspect. You know, even something that seems a little off, like lasers from outer space.
Yeah.
I'm still just like that's a possibility.
Yeah, it could
You don't
happen.
know.
Yeah.
What's on your forehead?
But my theory is, and it dives into the Olympics thing too, is that there was this Project 2028 where they were planning on rebuilding LA as like a smart city, and in preparation for the Olympics. And I have a firm belief that it was the same thing that happened in Maui. Out in Hawaii, like how can you have somewhere that's so close to water catch flame like that and not be able to get put out, and not have the resources from the American government to like help put it out?
Yeah.
To me, it almost seemed like a planned thing to make way for that new project that they're going to do of 15-minute cities.
Yeah.
I know I sound like a crazy person right now,
No.
but like it's a good theory. You know, when
is.
I read into it, I was like, that makes total sense.
It does, yeah.
Because you can't remake everything of houses that are made of asbestos and made
Whatever, yeah.
100 years ago. But if you wipe them all out and remake 15 smart cities, 15-minute smart cities,
Yep.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't know.
When I heard
There's a
about
lot
that,
of
I was
money
like,
involved, man.
I thought that was like a pretty good theory. From everything I've heard out of like all the other shit, I mean, I'm like, that sounds pretty plausible to me. Like, just, I mean, why not? They're gonna make all this damn money off of it. Why not find another means of fucking people shit up and then profiting off of it?
And then all the insurance companies, they like canceled everyone's like
Oh, yeah.
fire
Yeah,
insurance,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
a month
we're
or two
talking
before,
about
yeah.
that too.
Yep.
Didn't they do that in
Sus.
Florida too? Like for the floods?
Yeah, for the
Yeah.
hurricanes
for
and
the
all that. Yeah.
hurricane, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
wild,
there was
man.
like there was a video I saw. The same thing. It was like, I guess some lady expressing like how upset she was because her parents had like, I don't know, their house for like 30 years or something like that.
I think that
And-
happened to one of our coworkers out in Florida.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
as well. Yeah, yeah,
So
but like,
we heard it firsthand.
yeah, canceled their policy like 6 months beforehand and all that.
Mm.
And the other thing that's crazy about the California fires, I was reading this thing that it was the LA Fire Department was saying that 56% of the fires that they respond to are started by like crazy people on drugs.
Mm.
And then when you hear about all these arson stories, you're like, well, maybe it's just, it's just crazy people setting it ablaze. And,
Yeah.
and then profiting off of it, like you
Yeah.
said,
Yeah.
walking around, stealing people's shit,
Yep.
Yeah. It's
going
true.
over, dusting off an Oscar that was burnt off a wall and taking it,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It's really wild out there. I was even thinking, and this is, maybe it was from Fox News, but they're like, I think they're going to instill martial law and this and that. I'm like, dude, what fucking world are we living in? Is this
Yeah.
still a first world country? Like, it doesn't seem
Nope.
like it anymore.
Shit's getting crazy, man.
Doesn't seem like it. In lighter news, we do have a comment here. It says Pepto-Bismol is crazy work.
That's hobby.
That's crazy. What?
That's Javi?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Javi?
Thanks,
What up,
Javi.
Javi?
Yeah, Pepto is crazy work.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if Pepto would put out a blaze. That might be the answer.
Please sponsor us, Pepto.
Yeah, please sponsor us.
Get,
We're gonna
get that
take some
Pepto on the
Pepto with Javi
helicopters.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for the comment. If any of you guys watching out there want have a comment or have any questions for us or the band, please go down in that comment section. Let us know that you're watching. Let us know where you're coming from too. We always like to hear from our listeners.
Start asking my own questions.
You can ask for your own questions.
We're actually hosting the show, Jen.
They're actually telling us what to say right now.
They're the captains
There's
now.
cue cards behind us somewhere.
It's like a mirror. Dre's got a gun through it.
I wanted to ask
Sorry,
Jay, how
Linda.
long have you guys been playing together?
My band?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 5-6 years now.
Oh, nice.
Sick.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we started in like 2016, 17, something around that.
Okay.
So a little
Damn,
bit,
so like
yeah.
almost 8 years.
Yeah, actually,
Damn.
now that I'm thinking about
yeah,
it.
time's flying by,
So
bro.
I remember we used to play at this place called The Wire in Berwyn back
Ooh,
in
that
the day.
place is cool.
Berwyn.
Yeah, now it's like I think Distro or something. But
Yeah,
it-
the
yeah,
stroke
they-
music hall.
yeah,
Which
but it was back in like I think 2017 or 18 we used to play over there. So it's been a minute, yeah.
That's Dre's
Nice.
hood right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Berwyn.
yeah,
Yeah.
I live in Berwyn now these days.
Mm.
Berwyn.
Moving.
You said these
I'm-
days like it hasn't been that
know.
long.
It's-
Yeah,
bro.
it's
Like
been
you
a-
just
it's been a
moved.
while.
That's maybe your life, my guy.
Oh man.
Man.
You bought it up, dude.
Yeah. I know.
Bourbon's great.
Yeah.
Bourbon's
It is,
hot
it
too.
is.
Yeah.
Cool.
He just needs to understand that he lives in Berwyn, not Chicago. That's all.
Hey, they are home. They're home to the world's largest laundromat. Okay.
Oh no way.
Oh yeah.
Do they?
Damn.
Of
Yeah.
course.
And they had
Oh,
the
yeah.
spike.
The
The
car
what?
spike.
The car spike.
Oh yeah. Decent.
Is that
yeah.
still there? I heard they got rid of it,
Yeah, they got rid of it.
but formerly
Formally.
the car
yeah.
spike. That was a
Spike was
great-
over there. Where on Cermak?
Yeah, in the
think
Cermak
so.
Plaza.
Oh,
Yeah. That was a great piece of art. That was cool.
Yeah, they still have the punch bug in their like museum or something. Never actually seen it.
Punch Bug Museum.
No, the beetle.
Yeah.
They have the beetle in the museum. I guess Berwyn has a museum or something.
What?
What?
Yeah.
The fuck do they need a museum for?
I don't know. I've never been.
We gotta go now.
Yeah,
We'll check out your residence.
let's go. I'm a true suburbanite now though. I'm actually just bought a condo in Oak Park, so I'm moving a little further north now.
Ooh.
Becoming more legit.
Yeah, with all the Carhartt, man. Yeah, you're a total suburban.
I'm actually a blue collar worker too, so this fits.
Are you though?
Am I?
Are you?
I'm making that blue collar dollar.
Yeah, you are.
I'm in a Teamsters union.
Oh yeah. You're
Yeah,
pretty
that's fair
blue
enough.
collar.
I was gonna say if you're in union, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was laughing at this thing the other day. A friend was commenting on about wearing Carhartt, and I was like, "Yeah, everyone wants to wear Carhartt until it's time to do Carhartt shit."
Yeah.
Shit's whack.
Yeah.
What's the most Carhartt thing you do all day?
All day, I've actually been doing repairs at my condo. I've been putting in my appliances. I just redid the floors. I did some painting
What wearing
Put
your
in my-
Carhartt?
while wearing my car.
That's Carhartt shit.
Oh yeah.
He be building streets and stuff too.
I built
Yeah.
streets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn,
So I
bro.
do. Concrete world.
Yep.
That's the Rock.
Yep. That's the rock. Exactly.
So let's get back to you guys' band, Alive Alone. How did you come up with the name?
Drake came up with the name.
I did come up with the name, but it was I came up with it because it was Ricky's side project to start with. Like Ricky was saying earlier, we were in this like metalcore band called Crown King with some other friends. We were younger, and Ricky wanted to do this side project, and he was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing this. Would you want to play bass?" And of course, I was down. You know, Ricky and I were friends, and he was just asking for, you know, some suggestions for a name. And at the time, I mean, this is personal to Ricky, but I'm going to share the story because I feel like we get this question asked all the time. It's, you know, it's the name. But Ricky was going through like sleep paralysis and stuff. And I was like, oh, you know, it's kind of fitting being alive. and alone when you're in sleep paralysis. You're like awake and just alone, you know. But if you want to speak on that, I mean, it's
No.
I came up with a name, but like as your friend,
Yeah.
it was like, oh, this is what you're going through. This is your side project. Like maybe this would be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As soon as you said the name, I liked it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It almost sounded like a pandemic name. I was wondering when you guys made that change, because Alive Alone, that seemed like us live streaming during the pandemic. But it's a cool name. Dive a little deeper. How, did you guys come up with a plan? Did you have other options, and this was the one on top, or?
No, I think that was just
Yeah,
it.
that was it. Well,
think-
go ahead.
Yeah, I think as soon as you said that, I was like, that's what
Yeah.
the band's gonna be called. Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys already had the name by the time you guys even told me about it, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And I think there was like a couple songs, and then I had names for the songs, and I was just like, yeah, I just put it together. I was like, it sounds fitting for the music.
It's a cool name for sure. Two syllable, two word. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun. Goes off the tongue a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cool.
How would you guys describe your so from your first EP or album to like now? How would you guys describe your writing change
Wow.
or progression?
Yeah.
I feel like it's changed a good amount. Our very first music, I'd say is really influenced by bands like My Chemical Romance, The Used, Taking Back Sunday, whereas and even some heavier stuff, just like, there's still some little pieces of like our previous band with, the kind of more post-hardcore screams and breakdowns in the old stuff. I feel like our sound has become it's just got a little bit more of a like pop sensibility, and I think that's just based on kind of a lot of the stuff that we like, a lot of the stuff that we listen to. We have a pretty diverse like range of what we all listen to, and I feel like that's kind of crept into like the songwriting as well.
Interesting. Oh, you're gonna say something?
No, go ahead.
From like your first couple releases to like now your current releases, does any of it have to do with like the way like the music being released has changed now? So like people now write like 2-minute songs instead of like 3-4 minute songs. Does that have anything to do with like how you guys write, or is it just however long you guys want the song?
That's funny that you say that. Sometimes I advocate like, yo, let's just end the song right there, and then Danny chimes in, is like, no, we can add more stuff to it.
You gonna blame me on that, dude?
I feel like
It's
our songs
been there
always
before.
have been like
Yeah.
around like between the 3 to 4 minute mark, like
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So
for
I
the
feel like
most
that
part, though.
hasn't changed too much.
No.
Our songs have never been really that short or that long.
We do have a few songs
That
that
are short?
like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I think Writing Class,
Yeah.
Nothing New.
Yeah.
Um,
Even on the new album, Cardamom Liquors, like
Oh,
two,
yeah.
Yeah,
two
Cardamom's
minutes,
pretty short,
two,
yeah.
2.5.
Yeah. We kind of just write what we feel,
Yeah.
Ricky's our main songwriter. Up until recently, like we really been collaborating more as a band together. So this most recent release has been the most collaborative release we've ever done.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I think Ricky's always like laid down like a really good like Well, even for the first couple of things, like he would always kind of ask our input on it, but a lot of times I was just like, dude, I don't want to change nothing. This shit sounds dope.
Yeah,
You know?
because it all started with Ricky's side project. So I was like, yeah, it's Ricky's baby,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We have a song on
Progressive.
the new album that we just put out, Thanks for Nothing, and that one we pretty much wrote as a band. I just came to practice one
Yeah.
day and I was like, I have this riff, I think it sounds kind of cool, and it was the intro of the song, and then we really just built around that, right?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think Ricky had to leave early, probably had work or something. And then Danny and I just stayed. We wrote a drum beat, wrote a bass
Yeah.
line, and then kind of just went from there.
Oh yeah. You guys describe yourselves on your Spotify as like emo. I want to kind of talk about the whole word of emo and how it's changed from like when it first started to like now, because like me and him were talking about like going seeing how Hot Topic has changed and how it's all like very PC and you got all like Hello Kitty bullshit nowadays compared to when I was going there when I was in high school. It was a little bit more like, I guess you could call it like more scene, more like metalcore, and then when I was in like elementary school, it was a lot more like gothic / punk or whatever. Have you guys noticed there's been a change in that word, I guess, the scene or whatever?
Yeah, I feel like it's a lot more it's just generally viewed a lot more positive than when I was like 14, 15 and like being an emo kid. And like even some of the bands back then that people used to kind of dunk on, like My Chemical Romance, are now held in like a very high regard, and I feel like people like actually appreciate their body of work for how good it is. But yeah, it's definitely changed. I feel like even just kind of the definition of what people consider emo back then to right now has changed a little bit. But
Are you talking about like musically, perhaps, or just like in general, like the term?
Music and the culture, you know.
On the culture.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, Ricky kind of got the culture down a little bit, but music, I feel like. Would you go with emo being a little more screamo in like 2006, 2007? Yeah, right?
Yeah,
kind
Census
of.
Fail
kind of stuff.
Yeah, kind
Yeah.
of. Yeah, I mean, it was like a mix. I feel like of all that stuff.
Yeah, and I feel like emo these days is more like Midwest emo, pretty riffs and intros, a lot of
Voicemail messages in the beginning. Of
a lot
songs.
of spoken word. I wonder if La Dispute had anything to do with that too.
I don't know, dude.
I don't know if La Dispute considers himself emo, but I'm like,
But I mean, I feel like it's kind of like a branch of it.
Yeah.
If you listen to like a lot of Midwest emo bands, I
Yeah.
feel like they have a lot of that kind of vibe to them.
yeah,
Or probably they were just like really inspired by them or something, you know?
yeah.
But what I like is I feel like it's not like a thing that you have to be like ashamed of anymore. Like I know back then, I was like pretty openly emo. I had the whole haircut and the eyeliner and everything. And I feel like there used to be people that come up to me like, "Hey, I actually like these songs too, whatever." But they're even like
Kind of
some
embarrassed to say.
people
it.
that went to school, kind of like ghetto guys, but
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
would
Well, I
kind
remember
of like
when
they
I-
wouldn't want to admit that they listened to that stuff.
I went to high school with Ricky, like, but I never knew who he was. And I remember one time I saw him, he was like fitted out, and I was like, "What the hell?"
You don't know he
And I
was emo, or you don't know who he was.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know who he was at the time. Like I didn't even
Oh,
know
I
he was
gotcha.
Mike's brother at the time.
Oh, I see.
So like I remember just seeing him like walking by, but I could have sworn, I don't know if, did you ever have like a pink shirt or something, like black and like with pink lettering?
That sounds
Yeah.
Sounds
Because
right.
I remember that, and I remember like I was walking and I was like, what the hell? It's just bright as shit. I'm like, man, this dude's just fucking fitted out. I'm just like, all right, cool, let's get walking.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Would have never expected to be in a bag with
Yeah, I
him,
came
like,
into John Hancock High School just emo as fuck.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
spiked
yeah.
hair in the back and the
Yeah, yeah,
bangs
yeah.
and
This
everything.
is back when you had to wear like girl pants because they didn't make like guy skinny jeans.
Dude, I remember that shit.
Yeah.
Fucking going in a fucking Ross, going into the fucking women's section, just tight enough jeans to fucking wear fucking school the next day.
yeah.
I used to go to school with a bunch of like ghetto kids to be like, "Hey, bro, you
what
the
are you
rocker fool?
Yeah.
You the rocker fool?"
Yeah, I'm fool.
But it's cool.
Good
I feel
times.
like today, like it's not something that people have to be ashamed of, or like I don't know. It's less taboo, or it's less like looked down upon. I feel like it's actually more accepted. You know.
I feel like it's one of those things where it just became mainstream.
Right,
You know, like
yeah.
enough people did it where it's like, all right, well now it's more acceptable.
Right.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Because we were even saying too that like Hot Topic, you go in now and it's like emo in a way, culturally at least, maybe not so much in the music, maybe partially in the music. A lot of it went like the anime route. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
anime totally kind of picked up and like kind of veered
Took
a lot
over.
of people into that genre as well. you know?
Yeah.
A lot of Hello Kitty, which I'm not bashing Hello Kitty
Yeah, we used to call them the scene kids back in the day.
because they want to be seen.
Yeah. Well, sure.
Because they
I'd
make
say
a
that.
scene, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, they
Oh,
make
we
it
got
seem-
some comments in there, huh?
We
I
do
haven't
have-
been to Hot Topic in a
I
while.
wanna
I actually
take
want to
the
go.
t-
You don't
Check
want
it out. Go to your nearest mall and see all the tumbleweeds rolling around. It's really
I'm
scary,
gonna
dude.
run to the baño real quick. Yeah, I got it.
The Banyo.
Yeah, the baño. So I don't-
Showing
I
off
was
his Spanish there.
We do have a couple comments here.
What we got?
Dre, cute AF in the Carhartt.
Nice.
Who is that?
That's Brutals.
That's
Brutals
Javi.
Oh,
dude.
it's Javi. Oh, thanks,
Dude.
Javi.
Also, we got a comment from Tanya saying, "Is the drummer single?"
Oh,
just stepped out.
What?
He just stepped out. We'll ask him.
Yeah. We'll let him answer that.
Let's make it a dating show.
Ah.
Hey.
Does he know a Tanya?
Do you know
Do
who
you
that
know
is?
Tanya?
I don't know who that is. Yeah.
Tanya, stay tuned. We're gonna find you a date. Stay right there, Tanya. Don't you wait.
Can Tanya call in or something like that?
Through Skype.
Yeah.
Let's get her talking to Danny.
I would.
Hawk wins.
That's amazing.
We find your future baby daddies.
Yeah.
You could be next.
Can Tanya call in? Can we make that happen?
Probably.
Tanya, DM me on DM Hawk Wins on Instagram here. We'll get your number. We'll get.
Danny
your
has
business
no
soon.
idea what he's walking into.
He
I
has
guess.
not a clue.
Where does that lead to?
Skype.
Oh, yeah. Let's do it. Can we pull it up? Tanya, we're gonna make
Pull
this
it up,
happen.
Jay.
We're gonna make it happen.
Tanya, are you still there?
Tanya, are you still there?
2 clicks if you're still there.
Also, Tanya, please confirm you're a woman. Please. You never know these days.
Oh man.
But if you're not, it's okay. We're just, we support everybody.
Right.
We're just making sure. Making sure. Well, very cool. Are you guys still in the Chicagoland area?
I mean, I'm in Oak Park now. Ricky is in
I'm West Pilsen area.
Yeah.
Nice.
Danny is still in West Elson, Chicagoland area.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Ricky, you're a UFC fighter. Before we got started, we watched your clip. You had a technical knockout in 9 seconds.
Yeah, that was my
Yeah,
last
bro.
one.
Fucking animal, dude. You're awesome.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
I'm scared now.
It was crazy to watch. I was a spectator that day.
Yeah, he was in the audience. So was Danny.
It's
yeah.
it's very nerve-wracking watching him go into the ring, and it's like, what's gonna happen?
It's your boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just never know. You know.
How do you? Oh, my
Oh, I
bad,
was
bro.
about. How long have you been into the whole fighting scene?
So I've been training since I was 20 years old, and I've been competing for like about 6-7 years now.
Cool.
So it's been a while.
How many fights have you had?
I've had about 8 kickboxing fights, and I've had 3 MMA fights.
Nice.
Yeah.
What's your title? What's your ranking, or win loss? What's the word for that?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a fighter.
In MMA, I lost my first 2 fights, so that was kind of before I got more into like the ground game stuff. I was mostly just a kickboxer, but I forget about what my kickboxing record is. But I have 2 national titles as an amateur kickboxer.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now, do you mostly do that around Chicagoland, or do you travel for that as well?
So yeah, I travel for that as well. Like the kickboxing tournaments I do, they're called the TBAs, and they hold them in Iowa, and in I think somewhere in like St. Louis as well. But yeah, they mostly hold them in Des Moines, Iowa.
Cool. Have you ever gotten hurt really badly in it, or?
Luckily, no. I've never been hurt really bad. After my first ever kickboxing match, it was what's called a smoker, and so these are like non-sanctioned fights basically, and so it's not like a normal fight to where you know your opponent ahead of time and you cut weight, you fight at a certain weight class. My very first, you pretty much show up, you sign up, you sign a waiver, and they kind of size you up. So I fought this guy. His name's actually Emmanuel Pugh. He's a pro fighter now, and he fights like 3 weight classes above what I fight at. So I'm a small guy, so they just matched me up with him. I guess he was the closest in like weight and experience. And after that fight, it went the distance, but it was like a fucking Rocky fight. Like I was just getting my fucking shit rocked for 3 rounds, and then after that fight, I never got knocked down or anything, but I did have like a concussion afterwards. Like it was like hard to be in like bright lights and like listen to like any kind of loud audio, but that's like the only thing that I've had was that concussion basically.
Yeah, I remember I was going to mention that concussion. And I was going to mention as well that I think you had said those smokers aren't allowed anymore, right?
Yeah,
Like,
they cracked down on them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe for good
Just-
reason.
Yeah, because of those concussions, you know.
fuck that
There's
shit.
nobody there.
Yeah.
For real.
Did Tanya respond?
Tanya did have a response. She had a cute face. While you were gone, we had a nice question from a beautiful young listener. Tanya wanted to know, is the drummer single?
What the hell?
What the hell? I think she heard about him fucking him doing weights.
Oh, that's nice. I was like all lie. I was just lying.
505 deadlift. That's
Deadlifting.
He's like,
Fucks
fucking
works out.
every.
Well, are you single?
I'm on farmersonly.com.
You got the right kind of crop, Tanya? You can herd your fields.
I want.
Are you looking for love? I'm sorry, I'm so invested in this.
Is Tanya going to call in on
do
Zoom?
you know Tanya? Or you don't know who that is?
I don't know who the hell that
You
is.
don't know what Tanya?
Hey.
Nope.
Tanya, please call in.
Put the Q4 number
All right.
on the thing, and anybody could call in. Actually,
All
if you guys
here.
want to.
Yeah. Tanya, please call in. I'm so
Oh, we're just
invested
putting
right
we're
now.
putting Danny on
What the
blast.
hell is is this?
Danny, if you don't want to do this.
Oh my god.
Of course he wants to do it.
I mean, I'm not gonna be like weird about it. Seems like it's happening.
Tanya, call in that number on Skype right now. We're gonna tune you in here. We're gonna find you love, baby.
Or even if
What
you're not
the-
Tanya, anybody, just call in.
Yeah, like I'm Bob from Farmers Only now.
Isn't Danny? Why didn't you call me back?
Yeah, right. Like, my bad, Bob.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Is awesome. I
And
like
we
this.
are live on Skype. We can receive that call.
says active.
Terrific. Yeah,
Oh,
if,
that's-
if anyone out there wants to call us, call on in, please. If you want to join the show, we'd love to have you on board. And if you have some questions for the band again, please go down into the comments. Let us know. Tanya says she's working. Right now.
It's okay.
Tanya,
thank-
what do you do for a career? We got to know.
Thank you for watching, Tanya.
I'm so intrigued by Tanya.
It's just, I'm a farmer.
If she was really with the shit, she would have left wherever she worked for like a 15-minute break. You lost-
Right.
For
you lost your
love.
chance, Tanya.
It's for love.
But
Do
if he
anything to
is,
life.
maybe.
I'm just playing.
You never answered. Are you single?
What? I'm on FarmersOnly.com,
So
man.
he's available. He's available.
And Christian Mingle.
And Christian Ringo.
Oh my god.
Trying to find a good girl out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you reap what you sow.
Only the goodest.
Gotta find you a Mormon. No, I'm kidding.
Well, thanks for tuning in, Tanya, as you're plowing your fields.
Anyways.
We promise the farmer's daughter. Never mind. Well, anywho, let's get back to it.
Well, I heard you guys talking about your fights, right?
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about like the mental aspect of getting ready for a fight. Like, how do you mentally prepare? Like, what goes on in your brain as you're about to fight somebody? Like, I assume it's like, I don't know. I actually don't know what to assume.
Like the day of, like showing up, there's a lot of nerves. I kind of try to tell myself stuff to kind of get me out of that like what the fuck am I doing kind of mindset. So I try to just tell myself like just think about it as like very hard sparring with like a bunch with people watching. So I try to tell myself that because it is kind of like signing up for a fight sounds fucking awesome. You're training, you're getting in good shape, and training's honestly a lot of fun. And working with your coaches and your teammates. But then it's the day of the fight, and you're like, what the fuck? Like, why am I doing that? I don't have to do this. Why did I agree to do this? And like, what if I get hurt? And like, because it's a possibility whenever you get in there. You don't really know exactly what your opponent's capable of, and you don't know if your body's gonna respond the way it wants to. Because like you're familiar with like playing a show, and you get kind of nerves, and sometimes you make mistakes that you're like, I would never do that at practice. And to me, fighting is kind of like that, but just even more intense, where you get tunnel vision, and you're kind of like. Sometimes you just respond how you're gonna respond, you know.
Gotcha.
So yeah, I have worries, but I tell myself stuff to calm myself down. Like, hey man, you trained really hard for this. Come on, you know what you're capable of. You're a force to be reckoned with as well. You know.
It's like positive affirmations and stuff.
Exactly.
And I guess you kind of answered my other question was like if you relate that to like playing shows and going on stage.
Yeah.
Like, I guess that's,
the nerves are I could compare the nerves. I would just say it's worse with fighting. It's just more of it. Yeah.
You're most likely to get hurt fighting than on stage.
Yeah. Like I feel like getting embarrassed on stage and then getting embarrassed in like a ring or like is like you could get knocked out in front of your friends, you know, it's bad.
Yeah. Fuck, dude.
Now, do you think that the training with fighting helps you become a better singer too, especially with all the cardio and all the endurance that you got to do?
Yeah, I think it does. Like I think cardio does help you as a singer, especially when you're moving around on stage, and like I said, the nerves sometimes can take the wind out of you as well. So I feel like it does help with that. And it also just helps
Looking cute.
yeah, it gets you in good shape.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
what else was I gonna say? I think I don't know, Dre threw me off.
Oh, he's flattered.
I think
Don't
like,
blush, buddy.
after I have a fight, I'll play a show like, oh, this is fine. Like, sure, I'm nervous, but everything's gonna be all right, you know?
Because I've talked to a lot of friends who are performers and singers and even stand-up comics who might be like out of shape, and I'm just like, man, like try doing more cardio. If you do
Yeah.
more cardio, you can you
sure.
can breathe better, and
Right.
that'll help you with your lyrics, with endurance up on stage. You know,
And your heart rate will be lower, and then when you get nervous, your heart rate's gonna go up, and I feel like if you have good cardio, your resting heart rate's gonna be a bit lower. It's gonna calm those nerves down a bit too.
Yeah. And if you decide to go shirtless on stage too, yeah,
Right,
you
yeah.
got the goods for it. You got a sick tattoo. Do you ever go shirtless on stage?
Nah, never. But
Go shirtless right now.
Can you show the camera what your tattattoo is?
Show Tanya.
yeah, I can show my tattoo.
Show Tanya. Tanya, that was for you.
Yeah, it's like a ram skull.
Sick.
Damn, decent.
That's badass. When did you get that?
I got that done. What was it like? Two years ago now?
Probably like around
Yeah.
there. Yeah, I wouldn't say.
Yeah.
Two, 3, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna do a tattoo tour now. You guys got to show us your favorite tattoos now too.
Danny's got a lot of good ones.
Yeah,
I
Danny's
have
got a lot of good
couple of
ones.
different ones.
You got a favorite you want
What's
to
your
show us?
favorite?
A favorite?
Do it for Tanya.
Do it for Tanya. The 911 dispatch.
I don't know if I do have a favorite, I guess, so I have to take off my damn
Oh
hoodie.
shit, she's a 911 dispatch. That's cool.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
She knows Ricky.
You got yourself
Yeah,
a good
exactly.
one, bro.
Yeah. That's awesome. You must know Tanya.
Emergencies can wait for.
Yeah, I told her
No idea.
emergencies can wait for love.
This is an emergency.
Somebody call 911.
Tanya's fire,
My
baby.
favorite one is probably gonna be a lot of them, but I think that one.
Sick.
Yeah.
And when did you get that?
This was probably a year or two ago, 2 years ago, maybe.
And what's
Yeah, I
the
think it was
symbolism?
like, what's up?
What's the symbolism behind it?
Oh, I just like the Van Gogh shit. I mean, both of those two of his pieces together.
It's like Starry Night, right?
Yeah, yeah. And look, I'm pretty sure it's, I don't even want to fucking lie, but I think it's Smoking Skull or something like that. I forget, man.
Yeah, I
like
forgot the
older.
name. I know it's a
Yeah.
Van Gogh piece. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. My boy Exile hooks me up. Shout out Exile.
You.
You're looking for
look him up on
tattoos?
Insta. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's fucking great. But
Mhm.
he's done all my shit pretty much. But yeah, I don't know.
Danny has some cool tattoos as well. He has
Yeah, some
his
random
jaw
ones.
right there. Danny actually broke his jaw in a motorcycle
Yeah,
accident.
yeah. Yeah, this
shit.
is
Yeah.
kind of the story of me breaking my face.
Can you tell us the story of you breaking your face?
Yeah. It was my birthday, and I
And
was
when does
just,
the Millennium Falcon come into play? I'm dying to know.
that literally like after like I was on the floor, like they just beamed me up to the sky. No. Nah, that just placement pretty much. But
Sticker.
yeah, it was my birthday, and I was just kind of taking people on joyrides and shit. Took my boy out, like, and it's funny because I kept going the same direction. Took his girlfriend the same direction, and I was just about to put my bike away, and he's like, "Dude, let's go on one more," and I'm just like, "Yeah, fuck it, why not?" But for some reason, I decided just to go in the completely opposite direction where I was going, and I guess it just coincidentally only rained over on this side, and not going in the other, going west, whatever, and. Yeah, I guess I was just going a little too fast because there's two big dudes on my motorcycle, and I tried to brake, and that I lost probably like, I don't know, at least a good like 5-10 seconds of memory or something whenever that happened.
Damn.
But from what it seems like, I guess I just kept sliding until I hit a circle median, and I just
Roundabout.
remember, from my perspective, I just remember getting up off the floor and like being all like fucked up, and then
Spitting some teeth
yeah, I
out.
spit my teeth out. I didn't know what I had in my mouth, but I felt something in my mouth, so I just spit. And I'm just like, oh shit, those are my fucking teeth.
Oh,
And then-
fuck.
And you know, it's one of those moments where you like come to and you're like, something's fucking wrong right now.
Yeah.
And then like I hear my buddy like in the background kind of screaming. I'm just like, oh shit, something's really wrong right now. And I don't really like that. It was all hazy. I just remember like looking back. I'm like, fuck my bike. And my dumb ass still trying to pick it up. Then like my brothers got there and like everyone's just yelling at me, put the fucking bike down. I'm just like, oh shit, okay, my bad. And then getting in the car, feeling like a bunch of like fucking blood on my face. And then they wanted to go back to my house where I was at, but like I knew I had my family there, my mom was there, so I'm like, dude, I'm not gonna let them see me all fucked up. So I just told them like, drive. I don't know why they listened to me, but they listened to me. I just remember sitting in like the back seat, like holding up my shirt, like so it wouldn't get all over the car. And yeah, they drove me to the hospital. Even on the way to the hospital was a mission because there was like a DUI checkpoint somewhere. And I guess my guy's girlfriend was like, fuck that. And like they were going to take me to Holy Cross, but I'm just like, fuck no, do not take me to fucking Holy Cross. I don't want to go there. And I ended up at Christ. And yeah, I ended up breaking my jaw in 3 places.
What
Like
the
here,
fuck?
here, and here.
Damn.
For the way I described it, I have like this. Well, my beard's covering. I have this huge ass like scar right here and on this side. But I guess they had to like do facial reconstruction surgery and like put my jaw back together in pieces and shit.
Damn.
So whenever I see like, cause I also lost my front teeth, so I was toothless for like 2 years and shit. But yeah, anytime I would look at like my 3D imaging, dude, you just see like all types of shit in my jaw. So
This is
Well,
actually
whatever they
not
did
how
to you,
Danny. Yeah, this is
Whatever
not.
they,
Sorry,
whatever,
go ahead.
sorry, whatever
Yeah.
they did to you, it's working. You're blowing up the comments section. Rose Compost commented a heart and a heart eyes.
That's
that's
my
his
mom.
mom.
Love you, mom.
Aw, man.
hell yeah. But yeah, that was that's
I
how
remember
that
we
happened.
went to go visit Danny, and like his, it was so scary. Like his face was huge.
Yeah.
Like it was so swollen. Like,
Yeah, it's normally swollen, but that was like fucking
Yeah.
stupid big. Yeah, my head was like just huge.
Do you still ride?
Yeah.
With a helmet now, right?
Yes. Sometimes. Yeah.
Half the time,
Half
dude.
the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah man.
I'm better with it for sure. I try to be more responsible, but yeah, no. Definitely try to be a safer rider for sure.
Yeah.
But I love it too much to not do it.
We almost lost the man, and I felt really guilty at the time too. I mean,
You should.
I'm the one that got Danny into riding. Well, I mean, like Danny had ridden like in his like earlier on in his life, but like larger motorcycles. I remember like taking.
Yeah,
him
I
on my
would do.
bike
I would
and,
like ride ATVs and like dirt bikes. Well, back in the day with my boy Tony and Mikey, which
Yeah.
is funny because my boy Mikey also got into an ATV accident and like
Yeah.
fucked up his like. I think he like split open his cheek or some crazy
that
shit.
sucks.
But we were young when that happened. He was like 16 or something.
Shit's
But
nuts.
yeah, it was all Dre's fault.
Yeah. Yeah, it was like he started riding on my bike, you know, like a larger engine bike. And then I think not soon after, maybe like a few months later, you bought a motorcycle. And then,
Yeah.
And then the year later, I think, was the accident.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was crazy times for sure.
Now you got some cool scars to prove it, though.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's how I ended up with these tattoos. Pretty much, that was like a circle median that I made into a cross, the bike, and that is what my jaw looked like from like the pictures that I took and shit.
Damn. That's your Kanye West story, man.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
That's
through
what I
the
was doing.
wire.
I literally was wired shut. Like I
Yeah.
should have tried to do some shit, but I snoozed on that whole opportunity.
Yeah, dog. Through the wire. Yeah.
Yeah, or at least made a cover or something. But no, I was too fucked up in those times. I couldn't even. Yeah, I think wired shut for like a month and a half or something like that.
Mhm.
Damn. That's
So I was
crazy.
just sipping on some pureed ass food for a minute.
Some potbelly soup.
Yeah, potbelly soup, and I blew the. I mean, I'm still chubby as shit, but like I was even chubbier at the time because like my fucking fat ass was like loving ice cream. So I was just. I mean, I can't eat anything really. So I was doing hella fucking ice cream shakes, and then like I would puree some Cheeto puffs. And they powder up really good. So I wasn't even supposed to be eating them shits because like everything's healing and like my teeth were or my gums were still exposed.
And it was going to irritate your
Yeah, and I
mouth,
was
yeah.
still doing it, man. I'm like, I don't fucking care. Whatever, shit tastes good.
Do you still eat the pureed Cheetos or no?
Nah. I mean, every once in a while when they get them like with my elote and shit, like they'll put them on there.
Oh,
Yeah, but
there you
like,
go.
nah. The way I was doing it before, I was just being an idiot with it. I was just like, fucking give me this shit, dude. I was snorting it through a straw and shit.
Needed something spicy, dude.
Yeah, no, it was rough, man. I think that was probably the biggest eye opener. Like, dude, if you do this again, you can't have good food for a while, so you can't fuck up again, bro.
Right.
But
How about
Yeah.
you, Dre? Do you got any cool ink you want to show off?
Yeah,
These guys are gonna roast me.
No,
Okay.
he has.
So
It's
so
nice
I have
tattoo.
I have a Chicago tat, and
Hell yeah.
they're roasting me for being or living in Berwyn. But I grew up in Chicago Lawn, and this was an 18-year-old. I moved when I was like 18, and it was an 18-year-old decision to get a Chicago tattoo because I'm like, I'm moving out of Chicago. I'm gonna get a Chicago tat to have like something from home.
And now you're in
and
Oak
then-
Park, and you're just moving away from your Chicago years,
Yeah,
bro.
it just yeah, seriously. But yeah, I just have a Chicago tat.
Show it
All
off,
right,
my
show.
guy.
Show it off.
Show it off. Take your
off.
shirt off just for
Show
good
it
measure.
off.
This is gonna be the shirtless episode today.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
My
cool.
Chicago tat, yeah.
It's very cool.
Put it up to the camera.
Yeah,
Where's
pull
the
it up here.
camera?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, the ladies are gonna love this episode.
Joel Ortiz. That sounds familiar.
Yeah, Joel Ortiz. Hi, Joel Ortiz. Good to see you.
Weedy.
Thanks for commenting in. If any of our listeners out there have any questions, or if you want to tell us or the band anything, please go down in the comments and let us know. We'd love to hear from you.
Or if you want to call in.
Or if you want to call in, we do have the number for our Skype up above. So just scroll on up there. If you need me to read it out, I can read it out. 312-985-7834.
Luna.
And Tanya, if you're still out there, Tanya, we'd love to hear from you.
Tanya doesn't get like a 15-minute break?
Right?
That's crazy.
Emergencies don't get breaks.
I don't know.
He said. That's funny.
So you guys have been a band for quite some time. Where would you guys like to be maybe 5-10 years down the line?
Fuck. Ideally, playing some dope ass festivals.
And fucking.
I don't know. That's the first thing that comes to mind. Playing some really dope festivals for sure is, I think, top of my list.
I'll just be happy if we're still able to tour and, play some fun shows. But I think as a band, especially when you've been playing music as long as the three of us have been playing, like you do like to see you do like to see growth and see your listeners go up, opportunities for things like music festivals. I don't know. I always view music, especially as like somebody who's in their 30s and still playing, to where I feel like a lot of other people that you grew up playing music with probably like don't play music anymore. I always feel like at some point, and there's a lot to be grateful for, but I feel like at some point that persistence will get rewarded, So I feel like for the trajectory of any band, all it takes is one song to change the whole, the whole trajectory of your career.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that in 5 years, hopefully we'll have that one song, that kind of changes things for us.
Yeah, I would just like to have one song. Honestly, you saying that really struck a chord. Just one song that really hits and resonates with a lot a people.
Be a one-hit wonder and just tour on that forever until
Yeah.
I'm fucking old.
Till I'm 72.
Oh, yeah.
Not a bad way to go about it. You
Yeah.
know? And you guys got some too. If you were to maybe cater to like, if you were to get like a commercial or TV spot or whatever, what kind of song would you want to make, and what advertisement, I guess, would you want to promote
Damn.
besides Pepto-Bismol?
Fuck. I don't know. That's a good question.
That is a good question.
I'll go last on this one. I have to think about that
I'm
shit.
sure you're first. It's going to go this way down.
Yeah, I guess. I'll just go with like a cool Jack Daniels commercial.
Damn,
Just,
that's a good
just
one.
fucking rock,
Damn it.
just rock and roll,
Should've-
dude.
should've
Rock
said
and
that.
roll. Someone just drinking whiskey. I don't know, blacksmith hammering some steel.
That's random as hell.
I don't
man.
know.
Yeah,
I'm just saying some rock and roll shit.
yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
It'd be cool to be like intro music for like a big YouTube channel that I really like Pokey Rev or
Oh, that'd
Skeeter
be cool.
Gene or something.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be dope if it was like if we're on the soundtrack to Mortal Kombat. It would be pretty dope. I like that.
Because that was the kind of the feel I was getting from you guys when listening to your music. That like, especially your song "Joyfall." I really thought that one. I was like, this sounds like it needs to be in like a Grand Theft Auto game. Like it's
Hell
fun,
yeah.
it's
Oh,
rock and
wow.
roll, but it's also like kind of fun and whimsical in the
Yeah.
same way
Cool.
too.
That'd be
Thanks.
crazy.
That would be insane.
Be awesome.
GTA 6.
Yeah.
Coming at ya.
Good luck, dude.
Yeah, I know, right?
By the time that game comes out.
I like those like memes and comments like,
Oh yeah, we got.
damn, we really got blank before,
before
GTA
GTA 6. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are dope.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them motherfuckers too.
Yeah.
When you guys write your songs, what kind of headspace do you guys have to be in when writing songs, writing music, whether it's the music or the lyrics?
I feel like I thrive in writing when I'm like going through something that's making me feel sad. that's just me, or just anything that makes me feel emotional. I feel like that's normally when it's easy for me to write. Like I have written songs just when I'm fine, but I feel like most of the time that's like kind of when influence really strikes me, is when when I'm at a down point or going through something.
That makes sense. Is there like a specific theme that you guys revisit when writing songs, or is it just whatever you're feeling at the time?
I think love is a big one. I think loss is another big one.
What's a time that you guys have either loved or lost somebody that music has helped you guys get over those situations? Either or, it doesn't have to be both.
Well, personally, like just musically, not just with this band. Like I don't know, breakup, just a breakup that I had like 5 years ago really set me off in like a music writing
Yeah.
path, you know.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Well, I guess it's kind of a little bit of both. Personally, whenever I'm writing, like if it's nothing with like Alive Alone, I've definitely used breakups or like any like down moments, for sure. Going back to like when you asked about what headspace like, or yeah, I guess the headspace. A lot of it to me, as far as with us, I feel like a lot of it's also excitement too, because like he'll post something like on our drive, or he'll bring up like a new idea of practice or something, and I'll be like, oh shit, this is fucking cool, some new shit to play or whatever, just new ideas that come to mind. And so I feel like at least in that with the new stuff that Ricky brings to the table and stuff like that, I think it's for sure a lot of excitement, because like you never really know what it's gonna lead to, just musically speaking, But I would say that. But breakups, for sure, too.
We're just some sad guys, right? Breakups and loss and
Yeah.
You're putting the emotions in the email, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
My next question: who is Cassandra, and whose heart did she break?
It's not a real person. It was just kind of a theme for a song. But
I asked the same question.
I was looking for a name that sounded pretty with the melody that I wrote for the song, and I just thought that name sounded right with it. And I was looking for a 3-syllable name, and then I realized I made Cassandra. I accidentally turned it into 4 syllables.
It's also the love interest in Wayne's World, Cassandra.
Oh,
nice.
nice.
Yeah.
Sick.
That's what I'll start saying.
Yeah, good shit.
Wayne's World.
Yeah. Now we gotta delete this podcast.
Your secret's out. Do you guys have a favorite song you like to perform?
I like to perform Worm Day. It's like the fast, like post-hardcore punk song on the album. It's just fun to play. We normally play it at the end.
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I miss Body Bag. We don't play Body Bag.
Oh,
anymore.
Body Bag's a
Oh,
good
it's
one.
not called Body Bag though. It's Death and Pretty Flesh. We
Yeah.
call it Body Bag because that's what it was
Originally.
prior. Yeah, prior to that. But yeah, Death and Pretty Flesh was on our previous release.
Fuck, man. It's always hard for me because I have like a couple, but I'm just gonna stick to the new album, and I would say I like playing Joyfall on this new stuff. Worm Day is like pretty much tied with it, but I guess since Joyfall is just like slightly newer for us, I think right now it's playing Joyfall for sure.
It's a really fun song to play.
Hell yeah.
in
It is,
general, yeah. And we have it pretty tight as well. It's like one of the
Like first new ideas, you could kind of say,
yeah,
kind
first
of
new ideas.
newer
we,
ideas.
We probably wrote that like a month or two prior to recording it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was another one, kind of how he was saying with
Yeah.
Thanks for Nothing, where he kind of like had like the bass of the song, and like we kind of jammed it out. Yeah, like over a couple of practices or
Yeah.
something.
Worked out the kinks and all that.
Yeah.
I remember going into the studio and not having like the full lyrics written.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we went into the studio, I was like, oh, I wonder what Ricky's gonna come up with right now.
Yeah.
So in the studio, we heard it and then just took notes there.
Yeah, that was kind of for Thanks for Nothing. That was the first time we actually heard him, like heard his melodies. So me and Dre were like, "What the fuck?
Oh,
Like,
that's
this shit was
good.
good as hell."
Yeah. It's nice surprise sometimes.
Yeah, that was a whole experience. With that whole studio experience was pretty crazy for us too. So
That was our first time recording, like not like self-recording.
Yeah.
And it was just cool, like being at like a real studio and stuff.
and it was a lot of pressure too, because we had to do it to fit within our budget within 3 days.
Yeah, we had to track everything in 3 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. We recorded pretty close to here on Gravity Studios on North and what is it? Just east of Western, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a dope
Yeah.
experience, man. It was really cool.
And that was for your latest album, Good Grief?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Now, how'd you guys come up with the name Good Grief? I figure you're not Charlie Brown fans.
I normally for songs and like albums, I have like a note with just like a bazillion song names. So I'll just think of I'll think of song names before I have the actual song. Kind of the same thing with album titles. I have like a list of album titles. I picked 3 of them that I liked, and then I sent them to the guys, and they voted for Good Grief.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief,
Yeah.
Charlie Brown. It's a cool one. It's a good
Yeah.
line. And the artwork on your album is really cool too. Can you tell us a little bit about it? Like, how'd you guys come up with that design, and who came up with the design?
I hired this artist from the UK to do our merch designs, and I had this other version of the album art, with like the possum on it and everything, but it was the guys thought it was a little too like cartoonish or cutesy, I guess. So we had this guy try to redo it, and then we liked his version a lot more, so we went with that.
Yeah. I think we talked about it too.
Yeah, there was a couple revisions that we had,
Yeah.
like just minor things that we all kind of said, oh, maybe this, maybe that, so and so, but
Yeah.
small revisions.
Yeah, Ricky really wanted like a possum or a.
I just
or a
wanted like
monkey.
an animal mascot for the
animal
album.
mascot, and then I kind of came up with the.
Speaking to the microphone, Dre.
I kind of came up with the like heart-shaped box
Uh-huh.
of the possum holding the
Oh, yeah,
heart-shaped
yeah,
box
yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff, and the flowers, and it was Danny's idea to have it like red on black, because our previous records have been like blue on black, black on white, white on black, so we're just kind of trying to have a similar theme. So it was Danny's idea to have red on black only, or not only. I guess the possum's white, but like
But red is like
red
the only
being
color.
Yeah, it's
yeah,
like
red
the-
being the only color,
Yeah.
and yeah, and we just thought good grief of like someone holding the possum, and I don't know, possum, I guess, being like good grief. I don't know. Thought it was fun, you know. I'm not the most like visually artistic, so it's really difficult to like have ideas. It's why, I mean, we had a general idea with, well, we talked about it. We had a general idea of what we wanted, and we just went onto AI and tried to get like a kind of an idea of what we visually wanted
And like what
And-
to send the artist.
and what to send the artist.
But
'Cause
it's
we still-
crazy, like the AI was so close.
It was really close, but there's
was like-
nothing like an actual
Right.
artist. So we sent it out to an artist
Mhm.
with the idea, because it's hard to kind of explain, like, hey, like this is what we want. You know, we want the possum holding the heart-shaped box like this way, and it being held this way or whatever. So had a visual representation from ChatGPT, and then we sent it in.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys use AI in any other aspect of your band?
Yeah, it writes all of our songs. Nah, I'm playing. No, just
No.
really that for like for the art stuff, right?
For the
Yeah.
art stuff, yeah, because we
Yeah.
used it for Redemption Year 2.
hmm
Yeah, then we blatantly used it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's like literally
Yeah.
AI generated art.
Yeah, because we had a bunch of, we were trying
Yeah.
to come up with the ideas, but like we couldn't come up with really much. So
Yeah, that was a single we released like 2 years ago.
probably almost
Yeah.
3
3
years.
years ago. Yeah, but other than that, no.
What's your take on AI in the music world?
That shit's gonna be wild.
I feel like with rock music, I think it's gonna take the longest probably for AI to be able to actually make good like rock and alternative music. To where I feel like I could see where it could get good at making like pop music, techno, EDM. I feel like
anything that doesn't involve like live instrumentation. You know?
yeah,
Yeah.
Mm,
and just like a lot of I don't know, like a lot of like human emotion and like just kind of
improv. I
Yeah,
mean, they can.
a lot of
improv.
like a lot of feel in this drumming and
Mm,
in the drums and stuff like that and the
Mm.
vocals.
Regardless,
I don't
I
know,
think
man.
it's gonna be used a lot because I think even people who have like writer's block or just can't even come up with like the basis of a song might just use it to, steer them in the right direction or whatever. So I see it becoming a pretty big part of it. I mean, even in a lot of DAWs, like you can practically write just by pulling stuff, from the DAW itself. So I
oh, you're
think
talking samples?
yeah,
Sample-wise?
samples or even the DAW itself. I mean, with the way it is to like produce music, a lot of stuff's kind of very simple.
Mm,
So I think with AI giving you like just the beginning of the idea is gonna be more than enough for a lot of people.
It's just scary to me like how good it is right now. To it's like what the hell is it gonna be capable of in
Yeah.
2, 5, 10 years?
Right.
Are you
So-
worried about it?
you know, I'm mixed emotions about it. You know, like I used it earlier today to make a cover letter for a job interview.
Oh, nice.
Well, it's amazing for that.
But yeah, it's so good. And I'm like, I would never come up with any of
Right.
this shit. I'm
Yeah.
a dumbass compared to this. So I think, I don't think it'll ever take over like the live aspect, you know? I mean, I'm sure it will in some way, shape, or form. But like you said, you know, like having like live musicians performing live instruments, that will never get replaced. Hopefully. But you know, like as far as like the comedy aspect and like even like writing for television or movies, I think it's totally going to take over, you know? Like I was trained to write by dudes who were chain smoking cigarettes by candlelight, you know, and an old typewriter. And but nowadays, like you get prompted to do anything, and it'll just come up with something that you would never even think of that would make it like so much better. So you know, I don't really know. I think I'm. It's a little too early in the thing to say I'm yay or nay about it.
Well, speaking of it taking over musicians' jobs, so Spotify has a thing where they're generating AI artists, so they don't have to pay real artists, and they're creating different artists to make different genres of music, so
No
that
fucking
people will
way.
listen to it, and that's
It's just-
artists that they don't have to pay. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
wow.
And it's generating streams for them. And well, what do you guys feel about that? Do you think it's
I had
gonna
no
be a
idea that
common
was a
use?
thing.
Yeah, I hadn't even heard of that.
What?
I can't even wrap my mind around that
Yeah,
right now.
wait, hold on. What?
So like the other day, me and this dude did the AI generated music thing where we
Yeah.
prompted a song and it pretty much wrote, a
Yeah.
3-minute song. You guys know how it works. And
Mhm.
so I'm assuming they have like people in like a little office just prompting music all day. I feel like the future of music is going to be whoever can prompt the best AI song or whatever,
Mhm.
pretty soon. Because back in the day, there's like interviews of like older musicians getting asked a question of what music's going to look like in the future. And they were pretty much saying it's going to be like one dude handling like a computer and making noises with that. Do you guys think that you guys think that's going to be a thing?
Well, I mean,
It's-
it kind of is with. I mean, you got Tame Impala, right? Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
someone's writing all of his
A
tunes.
majority of it,
Yeah,
yeah.
majority of it. But I mean, like, in terms of AI, I think it's gonna eventually happen. And there's creativity in trying to describe and like like, hey, I want this and this certain thing. I mean, in a sense, there's less work into it, maybe because you're just typing. But if you're really creative with your words, I mean, there has to be some creativity to that still, right?
Yeah.
And not to say
I
that
hate
it's
the
right.
idea of it. Just like as a musician, I feel like I just hate it.
Yeah.
But it's wild to me just thinking like you were talking about a cover letter, and already for resumes and cover letters I use it all the time, and I feel like just how right now I think back to like, oh, remember when people used to make their own cover letters? If you were gonna think that about songwriting, like, remember people used to write
their own songs.
That's
Oh,
crazy. That's
shit.
barbaric.
That's insane to think
Yeah.
about, man. Fuck, dude.
What were you feeling when you prompted ChatGPT to write your hit song?
Yeah.
Well, I just wrote like 3 words in there, and
Yeah.
a couple fucking doodles I had. Masterpiece.
That's wild.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. I
Dude.
mean, I didn't even know about that, so.
Yeah. What do you look up? I'm so curious. I'm gonna Google this after after this.
just like,
it's on Spotify.
Yeah, just like
you go-
Spotify using like AI and stuff. Just I guess
Mm.
just Google that.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Do they have a playlist already on?
I'm
the
sure.
app?
Yeah, there's a lot of like AI generated music on Spotify for sure. Yeah.
Mm.
And there's other ones too. It was I showed Jay this one. I actually just got an update from it. It's called AI Song. It's Mozart AI Song. And it was so weird. You'd prompt it, you tell it, what you want. Gives you like 2 minutes, and then it'll just crank out a song. But it's scary good. It's scary. Like before I showed Jay, I was like, Jay, do you want to see this or do you like not want to? And you're like, I got to see what I'm facing, man.
That's our competition, bro.
Yeah. But it's pretty good competition.
Wow.
I mean, think about it. You'd rather are you gonna pay a band of musicians? Or are you gonna pay one person to just click a button on a fucking machine? You know what I mean?
Right.
It makes more sense to just pay the one person.
Yeah.
Can we write a song for Tanya right now?
Let's write a song for Tanya.
Should we write a song? Do you want to?
No.
We
Yeah.
can do it. Tanya,
What, yeah,
the 911.
Yeah, bro.
Try put it in
You
like
seem
yeah.
you
Matt-
seem more invested in Tanya than he does.
I'm just trying to give the listeners what they want.
It's
okay?
a good angle, yeah.
You never know. They might be played at their wedding day one day.
But I wonder when it's gonna be like good, because right now I feel like whenever I hear AI generated music, I'm like, this sounds like NPC music, you know?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Right.
But I've never heard anything that I'm like, oh shit, this is awesome.
Not yet. Not
Yeah,
yet.
but that's coming for sure. It's coming.
That shit's fucking crazy, man.
Do you guys have? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say you just have to be one of the people that are putting in the data for ChatGPT, and they can write bangers with your
Oh, yeah.
ideas.
Yeah. Do you guys have any other conspiracies or anything that's what's your Roman Empire? What do you guys think?
I don't know. I'm horrible because like I always half-ass shit. So like I'm like, damn, this is pretty dope, and then like I only get so far, and I never really go down the wormhole. So like I think the last thing I got really into was digging up more of like the Manson stuff, because I only got halfway through the book, the CIA Manson, and I don't know, like it was like on JRE, but I think that was like the last thing that I actually like dove into, but I only got halfway, and then I'm just like, all right, that was cool.
I feel like conspiracies are like barely conspiracies anymore, just because. I mean,
It's so popular.
not because they're popular. I don't mean that. I just mean a lot of them are true. A lot of them are just flat out true. I mean, Edward Snowden leaked everything about basically the government's ability to look at all of our messages, look on our phones, social media platforms. Mark Zuckerberg, even the other day, came out and was talking about how he was told. I don't know if you guys saw this was 2 days ago by the Biden administration to basically cover up stuff negative that was true about the COVID vaccine. Like there's so many like the government's not telling us, hey, these are UFOs here. There's aliens. So it's just like I feel like conspiracies, like a lot of them are true. You know, a lot of them are flat out true. You still look like a crazy person for saying, oh no, the government could listen in through the microphone on your phone, and it's like that's just actually just a fact.
Yeah.
You know?
It's always a conspiracy until it becomes truth,
Right.
and then it's just it is
Right.
what it
That's
is.
true.
You know?
Yeah.
Even with AI too, it's the same principle of like you can say something is AI when it first comes out, but then after a while it just becomes the standard. It's not artificial intelligence, it's just the way it is. You know,
Right.
autocorrect on your phone, or even the little fucking paperclip guy in old Microsoft. That was technically AI for its time. You know. Yeah.
But the Loch Ness monster, that's mine.
Oh, he's real for sure.
he needed about tree fitty.
He's about true. God damn it, Loch Ness monster. You remember that South Park episode?
I don't think I do.
Oh man, it's when I forgot who was it? It was like fucking Token's fucking parents or something like that. Somebody's grandparents from one of the main characters, and they're like, "I'm gonna tell you a story about the Loch Ness monster," and it was just the Loch Ness monster trying to get $3.50 from them, $3.50.
Tree fitty.
Tree
Ride-
fitty,
Ride
yeah.
the train. Yeah. I could believe Loch Ness monster because there's so many cavities under there that like it
Yeah.
could totally be real. Bigfoot, on the other hand, probably not.
Nah.
They have
Yeah.
they can survey land with drones nowadays,
Right.
or Dior bags as they're calling them now. Have you heard about this Dior
No.
bag thing? This is a weird. Might be segueing a little bit. My girlfriend is really big into the whole conspiracy thing, the drones flying over, and she was saying that because of censorship, if you were to say there was a drone or a UFO flying through the air, your video was getting like taken down. So people were saying it is a Dior bag, like a purse flying through the air, to kind of like segue it a little bit.
Yeah.
But if you can send that many Dior bags over town, like you would find the Bigfoot, you know,
Yeah. Right.
Loch Ness monster. Man, I can believe
It's
it.
a little more believable.
It's a lot of crazy shit in the sea.
Yeah. Don't we know more about space in the sea? Is that like a fact or something?
That's what they say.
That's
Yeah.
what they say.
I think
That's
they
what
like
they
went
say.
down there and then they were like, no, I'm not fucking with that. Come
Yeah.
on back up.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, have you seen some of the monsters down there? Like the ones that we are able to see, they look like fucking like something
Yeah,
out of
like
outer space.
Crazy
Yeah.
and shit.
shit, man.
Yeah.
Like an anglerfish.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
anglerfish
those
is
are
just
ugly
crazy,
as hell, yeah.
Right. What the hell?
and they're pretty big too. Well, from what I've seen depicted, at least. Yeah, fuck that.
I wonder if you could
Oceans.
eat those, you think?
Probably.
Sure.
Yeah.
You eat it, you just fucking
Glow-
start shape shifting.
Turn
You're
into-
glowing.
Radiant.
Radiation.
I'm sure that has something to do with the way that motherfucker looks too, because he looks fucking wild.
Have you guys ever tried any like kind of weird exotic meats?
Let me see. I tried alligator. I tried bison. I've tried rabbit. I've tried.
Nice. Had a good amount.
Yeah. Let me see. What else have I tried?
Human.
I tried. No. I tried.
Not yet. No.
Frogs one time.
What's the weirdest you would go? Like if you were in a country where they eat dogs, would you try it?
Maybe. So like.
Depends how it's prepared.
Yeah, because
Depends what kind of dog.
I watched this
If it's a
YouTuber
Chihuahua, for sure.
who like goes around the world trying like different like kinds of meats and shit, and like he'll try like pig or like fucking cow intestines and shit. He'll try like fucking like lion and whatnot and shit. And it's just the way they're like he'll try like shit made in like with like stomach bile, like animal stomach bile and shit. Like it's just I don't know. It looks good, but I don't know if I like it or not. But
Yeah.
as far as how crazy of stuff I would try, I don't know. I'd probably get up there pretty crazy.
I feel like I wouldn't go dog, but I would do coyote.
What the hell?
Right.
Yeah.
I would draw the line at things that are domesticated.
Yeah.
But like, would you define a cow or a chicken as domesticated?
Right. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
think about it. In other countries, maybe dogs aren't domesticated.
And like pigs are
Right.
pets, some
Yeah.
places.
Right.
They're cute.
exactly.
Right. Because they all have souls. I was watching Joe Rogan and he had Mel Gibson on, and Mel Gibson's like, I can't eat this and that because they have souls, and they're like just the downplay of like animals not having souls. I was like, I think all of them do. I've like looked into the eye of a fish, and I'm like, you have thought.
So-
You swim home to your wife and kids at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson's also kind of weird.
Watching Joe try to talk evolution to him, who's like a
Yeah.
devout Christian,
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
so interesting
Yeah.
to like be a fly on the wall and listen to that one.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't
He's
know.
an interesting character. Nothing wrong with being religious, though.
You guys
Oh,
you guys ever killed an animal for meat, like gone hunting or anything?
No.
No.
Nah, I
fish?
was too young, but I know my family, like, well, back, it's probably been a while since they'd done it, but, like, they would get, like, kill, like, the puerco or whatever to go. But, like, yeah, it's been a minute. I was too young at the time I go. But I would have been down just to, I probably would have, like, puked or something.
They never made you like chop off the chicken's head or anything like that?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah, just to make people disappear, probably. But nah.
Oh.
Nah, I've never done that.
I witnessed my grandma kill a chicken by like grabbing it by the neck and just swinging it and just till cracks,
Damn.
fucking
Yeah.
cracked and shit. It was pretty.
That's a real
pretty
woman right
brutal.
there. They don't build them like that anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
They're
yeah.
on farmers only.
They're on farmers.
This guy's like a walking advertisement for farmers only.
Dude, that's
That was a good
awesome.
callback, dude.
He's just trying to get his chicken jokes.
Not like that. I don't want to be slung around anywhere.
Someone's grabbing Danny, like, swinging him around.
Shit.
Don't bash until you try it.
Yeah.
I also witnessed the same woman grab a bunny or a fucking rabbit or whatever the fuck they eat and fucking kill it by smashing its head till its eye popped out.
What the hell?
Just smashed on the thing and
She would be a good guest on the pod.
she's like
So
90,
tell me
bro.
your technique.
That's how she starts the pod. There you go.
It says no food or drinks on the
Yeah.
table.
She's like, it's neither
It's,
yet.
yeah. I was just gonna say, is it technically food if it's not cooked yet?
Still alive, somewhat.
That's
Gra-
wild.
Grandma's getting a lot of love on the comments. Danny, your cousin Isaac said, that's my cousin Danny. Isaac's got the hots for Jay's grandma.
What the hell? Where are these damn things at?
He
I don't
wants-
see none of these.
He wants his rabbit pelt.
She'd probably marry you for a green card, bro.
What the hell?
Yeah,
We're
I know
just a
guy.
couple of matchmakers tonight.
Yeah. You guys got that chemistry, dude. You're just passing it around.
I don't know how to do
Bread
this.
and love. It's cupping season.
Oh, okay.
It's cup.
It's all down
see it
here.
now.
No, not cuffing.
There you
Cuffing.
go.
There you go.
Oh man.
Uh,
I had some questions about music still. If you guys want to go back to that topic.
No more music.
sure.
at some
No more
point.
music.
Let's talk about
If you,
killing.
if you guys could open up for any band in the world, what band would you guys open up
My
for?
Chemical Romance.
Of course.
Yeah.
That,
That will always be my answer.
insane.
Is that
That would be crazy. No, go ahead.
What? Oh, I wasn't even saying anything. Go
Oh,
ahead.
sorry.
I was just like,
I was
yeah.
thinking-
That's
Yeah,
like my
crazy,
personal
yeah.
holy grail.
yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. That's fucking hard. You gotta go first.
I gotta go? Fuck, bro. honestly, I would just be happy to open up for Sweet Pill.
Oh, they're pretty good.
Yeah,
yeah.
really into them right now. I would be ecstatic to open up for Sweet Pill right now. Just like
hell yeah.
in this moment, yes.
You're thinking
That
too
sounds
small,
awesome.
man. You're out of the band.
Sorry. That'd be awesome, man.
I'm
Yeah,
playing.
right.
That would be
Yeah.
insane. I'm
Yeah.
just
They're
playing.
pretty dope.
Yeah.
I think their Turnstile would be pretty cool.
Oh,
Mm.
Or that, or the Offspring would be pretty dope too. But yeah, I think Turnstile would be a little bit above them.
Mm-hmm. Did you see that?
No, I didn't.
No, that one band that that played that Denny's. The what the fuck
What the
is
fuck,
up,
yeah,
Denny's?
yeah, yeah.
They played with Blink.
No
like,
way.
I don't know when it was, like in the past year or something.
what?
Yeah,
That's
they
awesome.
they opened up for Blink. I guess Blink just like contacted them and
That's
That's cool.
dope.
That's
If-
yeah.
Shoot your shot.
Yeah.
If you
Now
guys,
we just gotta play at Denny's.
I was
dude.
gonna say, if you guys could play at any fast food restaurant, which one would it be,
And why?
and why?
fast food.
McDonald's, All American. Let's do it.
I would do KFC
Classic.
just out of loyalty. I'm a big fan of the Famous Bowl.
Mm,
So
it's a good one.
Fuck, I don't even know. And I feel like I should know this.
Oh shit,
I don't know. I have to get back to you on that one.
dude. Carl's Jr.
Nah, that one's kind of whack.
All right.
It's alright. It's
Taco
good.
Bell.
I'd fuck around with some Taco Bell. Yeah, we could do that one.
Yeah,
Taco
Taco Bell. There
Bell.
you go.
Well, you're saying like we're gonna do it and shit.
Taco Bell show would get down, man.
We can do the Taco Bell KFC merger. You know how they like
Ah,
have the
Uh,
you don't know like they
like the Long
the-
John Silver's and KFC.
Yeah, exactly,
in the same
oh,
building.
Damn, that'd be
Yeah.
pretty dope.
two birds one
So
stone.
you sound like you want to play like an Oasis or something.
No, you've never seen those? They have them.
Yeah.
People
Probably.
getting Baja blasted there. Yeah.
how is Long John Silver staying in business? I've never
I've never gone
seen
there in my
anybody ask
life.
to
Yeah.
go to Long John.
Dude,
Silver.
I used to go. My family used to go kind of. There used to be one on like 71st and Pulaski like a fucking minute ago, dude.
There was one in back of the yards when I worked at that Pizza Hut right there,
Oh,
and like
okay.
it was always dead.
Dan, you wouldn't play at
Yeah,
a Pizza
you,
Hut?
you're not. Yeah, for real.
Oh, pizza! I would play at Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it's classic.
90s Pizza Hut would be the
Yeah.
hot spot.
Oh, yeah, those
are dope.
Smoking
Well-
included, you know?
Ricky used to work at one of those with the dining and everything, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Ricky used to have me. This was like when we were teenagers, but Ricky used to have me call Pizza Hut, order a pizza, cancel it, so that Ricky can eat the
Then
pizza.
the manager would let us eat it. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So I'll tell him like, dude, order pepperoni and sausage with Alfredo sauce instead of the red sauce.
The works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he would give me his whole order, and I was like, "Yeah, I got you, dude."
That's
My
wild.
manager's probably after a while was like, why is it always this pizza getting canceled whenever Ricky works?
Couple breadsticks, extra marinara sauce, large Coke.
Whole ass fucking feast and shit at work. That's
That's
crazy.
their fault for not feeding us. You
That's
know?
true. Yeah,
Right.
fuck them.
For real,
We're gonna
how
do
did they
what we
not
gotta do.
feed you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Man.
but that's how they would feed us with the canceled orders.
That's a good scam.
Um,
It's opportunistic. It's not a scam.
Yeah.
yeah, fuck big corporations.
They're not gonna
What's
be
the saying? It's like, my boss makes $1 while I make a dime, so I poop on company time or something
Yeah,
like
there
that.
you go.
Damn right.
Classic.
Isaac said, "Don't talk down on my hush puppies."
Oh.
That's a Long John Silver's
Oh,
thing.
really? Oh, that's funny.
Those are actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Have to find a Long John Silver's now.
How do you guys handle like creative differences between your guys' band?
Fight.
When
Ricky beats us up, dude. He's the
Yeah.
MMA fighter.
Yeah,
True.
put us in a chokehold.
We do fight
They'll
on
agree
tour sometimes.
eventually.
Yeah.
No, we have like there's like a
Voting.
democracy. If I have an idea and then if you're all voted 2-1, like then we
Yeah,
just
that's
go
it.
with whatever people voted on.
Yes, that makes sense.
Override.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm the president.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it normally comes down to voting. I think we're pretty open about like any criticism that we have. Like, I mean, I don't think we've all grown together to where it's like nothing's ever seen like as a negative criticism, more just like constructive. So if there is idea, like we'll probably bring it up, and 9 times out of 10 we'll be like, oh, that's kind of cool, or like meh, and move on, I guess.
I think that's one of like the healthiest parts of this band, and I think it's contributed to our longevity is that we're able to kind of give our input, and like no one's ever has their feelings hurt really.
Yeah.
Like there's never been a like too big an issue to where like we want to call the song this, or no, we want this part to be like that, or like we oddly have very similar tastes too, the three of us. To where I feel like we're normally on board with each other's decisions, you know, or
Yeah.
ideas.
Yeah, if like they don't like something that I'm doing, it's like, oh, you don't like that? All right, that's cool, I guess.
You just kick
And,
them
then,
out.
and then do something else.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes that leads to better things. Like, oh, you didn't like that, and then you write something else, and it's like, oh, that was good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
And how do you guys handle outside criticism? Like, you write a song, and somebody's like, "Fuck this song."
We just tell them, "Fuck you, man."
Fair.
Nah, I mean, I don't think we've gotten like some, but I think a lot of people. No, wait, somebody commented something on a YouTube video once, right?
I think a couple times. I feel like it's a sign that your music's getting out there. Because if it's getting out to enough people, someone's gonna have something bad to say about it. You know, not everything's gonna be positive. So I just look at it like that. Like it's not gonna be for everybody. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it never really bothers me. I mean, I'll use it as kind of a building block, if anything. Like, okay, maybe there's some reasoning to what they had to say.
Even in like a hate comment, there might be something constructive you could grab from that. You know.
Yeah.
True.
Or he'll just put him in a chokehold later or something.
Oh yeah.
I'll find you.
Ricky doxes, or what is it? Doxes, right? Go dox him, find him.
Mm-hmm.
Dachshund like a bloodhound.
No. Like, am I saying that right?
I think when you put out someone's information.
Information, yeah, like their public information online. Yeah,
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's a joke that didn't land. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I feel like we never take anything to heart too much. You know.
Yeah.
It's good. Keep it mature.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What's one piece of information that you each would give to piece of advice that you guys would each give to a younger band starting off? I guess we'll go down the line.
I'd say just consistency, as in like with everything, with practice and just like don't give up. You know, like the more you do anything, you know. I guess I'll use my other hobby as an example. Just like if you're a kickboxer and you don't really have great ground game and you show up to jiu-jitsu, you're gonna be more well-rounded. You know. So if you know maybe that you need work on certain techniques as a musician, say with picking, your picking is a little choppy. You know, if you do it every day, you're gonna get good at it. Anything you do, you know. So just be persistent, be consistent.
And I would say going back to disagreements or whatever in writing, just like be open to constructive criticism, and just work together and just keep on. Yeah, just keep on writing music and don't take things too serious while taking things serious, and it'll just help you build as a writer and a musician in general.
I would say be open to like being out of the box, like open to failure, but to treat it also like have fun with it. Because I mean, even if you drive forever to go play to like 2 people, it's still gonna be a good time if you make it a good time. But you also gotta put in like grind to get to those opportunities too. Whether you're playing to 5, 10, or nobody, I would say for sure just constantly grind at every aspect, together and apart. You know,
Nice.
be my advice.
And now, what's one thing that you guys would tell like your younger selves, like from like 10 years ago, 20 years ago, whatever?
Be on social media more.
More
Or like,
social media.
yeah, more social media. Be more. I guess it's another thing that I would tell younger musicians. I mean, they probably know, but like, really push on social, and like just be very active,
Yeah.
and be a content creator, because it's difficult, you know, when you juggling your like personal life, music life, and then trying to build content together, and it gets harder as you get older and more responsibilities and all that.
And do you think that's different nowadays, 10, 20 years, that you do need to be more social on social media as a band?
Yes and no. I mean, there's still avenues back in like, when we started 2014, 2015, I think Instagram was still around, Facebook was around. So there's YouTube, still avenues to be on social media, but I would say there's probably more platforms, and if anything, I'd probably say it's more of a hassle now, like putting it on every platform that you possibly can and making content for all those platforms. I don't know though. What was the question?
I think when I was young, and I was just like so focused on my hobbies, music especially. I was always worried about am I wasting my time, or am I gonna be okay? Am I gonna be able to get a good job after I'm done doing this stuff? I would just tell myself that everything's gonna work out. I ended up in a position to where, making good money. I'm comfortable, and I guess I would have just told myself not to worry so much because I spent so much time worrying. I would just tell my younger self everything's gonna work out fine.
Nice.
That's beautiful.
Fuck, I guess just keep pushing is what I would keep telling myself. That's what I told myself back then, and it hasn't failed me now. So I would just probably just keep telling myself the same thing. And be more open to things for sure. Don't be so close-minded for a lot of stuff.
You were really close-minded.
I was. I didn't like you. I still don't, but I'm thinking about it.
He'll come around eventually.
Yeah.
Another 10 years.
Yeah.
Very cool. We got a little bit of time here. Were there any special shout outs you guys wanted to make?
Fuck.
I wanted to thank our buddy Flynn Jameson. He helped us re-record the vocals. There was some problem with like extra sound, like from bleeding from the headphones, and he helped us re-record the vocals in a really timely manner in order to get the album mixed and mastered on time. So I wanted to thank him. Since my mom's listening, I'll thank my mom just because she was always super supportive of both of my hobbies growing up. So I always just I never felt any pressure like, oh, I have to do this instead of like actually doing the things I really care about. And I feel like that shaped me as a person, just helped out as a musician as well. I'm trying to think of anyone else. Our buddy Steve and Javi for helping with the revisions on the album. We showed them the songs.
Overall, they've helped with like just a bunch
Yeah,
of stuff.
Javi's
Been really supportive.
helped me record demos, and so they both and Steve too. They both been really supportive in that way.
I would just say all of our friends and family that continue supporting us, like giving us, support in every way, with just showing up to shows or just giving us like the confidence to keep trying, keep going.
Mm-hmm.
I know a lot of people sometimes want to quit and stuff, but for sure, all our friends and family make us feel loved and like we should be, doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good feel. No, it's a good feel. I like what you said there about your parents supporting your art and your craft, especially with fighting. You know what I mean? Like it's not every day you got a mother who supports you in both of those aspects. That's a really great foundation you have there.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a big support system my whole life. So I always felt like, oh, I don't have to try to do something I don't want to do or give like I was able to do my hobbies basically with full support. Hey, you're gonna do great. You're gonna oh, good luck on your next tour. Good luck on your next fight. So I feel like that always boosted me.
Oh yeah,
that's good. Would you let your kids be musicians or fighters?
Yeah, I would. Yeah.
Yeah, I would.
I was
100%.
second guessing kind of the fighting part, just because I know it's dangerous, but it would be cool. Yeah. Send my kid to like Dagestan, Russia, just train
Train with the Bears.
That's the thing is, I didn't start training until I was like 20, so my kid's gonna start training at like 2 years old. I'm just gonna send him to Dagestan.
He'd be a monster. Send him to
See
Thailand.
Don't see him play
Thailand.
like 24. I'm like, oh, you're my kid.
Yeah.
Forgot about you, man.
I don't want to be strong like man. I want to be strong like bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kids gonna be swigging vodka out there.
Yeah.
Wearing a funny hat. Well, very cool. Well, we got a little bit more time here. Is there any messages you want to send out to your listeners or anything we kind of didn't talk about throughout the show?
Go to our link tree, check out our tour dates. We have the tour flyers up on our social media. If you're near any of those cities, definitely come out to our shows. Come out to our shows. Help us out by buying merch, getting tickets.
Or just hanging out.
Or just streaming the
showing
album.
up. Yeah, just showing up and saying what's up.
Yeah. The album's been out for like almost a month, maybe like 3 weeks. So yeah, like every stream, every listen helps us out a lot. So if you guys want to go check out the album if you haven't heard the whole thing, it'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Put it on to your friends, to your mama, to your auntie.
That's one of my favorite things when I
grandma.
hear someone say like, "Oh, my buddy showed me you guys." I'm like, "That's fucking awesome that they did that."
Oh yeah.
Doesn't cost them anything to hit a share button. you know?
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
It means the world to the musicians, the
Right.
artists.
Absolutely.
Any other topics? Any other things you guys want to touch on?
No, we want to thank you guys
yeah.
for giving us a
sure,
platform.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for
been
having
really
us
cool.
on here, man.
And also, like, I was just like nervous coming on. You guys made me really comfortable. So
Yeah,
thank you
definitely.
for that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, not what I expected. I'm
Yeah.
like, man, what if we're just gonna be fucking quiet all the time,
Yeah.
man? That's shit.
Yeah, time flew by, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah,
not
yeah. It's
realize
funny
it's
how
already
quick it
yeah,
goes, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, I was low key kind of weird. Come like, we're gonna be on there 2 hours, bro. What the fuck am I gonna say?
Yeah, on the way over here, I was like 2 hours. I'm like, man, can we talk for 2 hours?
Do I know words, man?
Yeah, it's fun. It's time flies when you're having fun, especially
Mm-hmm.
here when you're passionate about it. It's and we could tell about it through your voices of the words, the kind words you're saying about each other and to your families, your friends, your listeners.
Mm-hmm.
It's all fake. Rehearsed. It's all rehearsed now.
Well, fake it till you make it, because you guys are flourishing. So. No, we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck in the future. And, for all of the listeners
you.
out there, if you want to find out more about the band, go down in the description below. We're going to have all of their information down there for Alive Alone. Check them out on social media. Check them out on Spotify, any other platforms. And,
Farmers only.
Farmers Only.
YouTube.
We can't forget our girl, Tanya.
Shit.
We love you, Tanya.
We got more comments.
We do have some more comments. Your cousin Isaac said they play red light, green light to figure out creative differences.
I'm gonna try that one next time. I'm gonna try Red Rover too.
Now that one could definitely leave a couple bruises. Red
Yeah.
Rover, huh? Sheesh. Well, cool. Well, I think we're gonna wrap it up then, unless
sure.
you guys got anything else that you want to promote or.
No, man. Check out the album and check us out if we're close to you guys. Come say what's up.
Terrific.
Thank you for having us on.
Yeah,
That's
thank
great.
Thank
you
you guys
man.
for coming.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Thanks for
Dope
joining
ass time.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
Glad to have you guys on board. Glad to give you the platform. It's here at Hawk Winds we love promoting artists of all different mediums, and it's so awesome to hear the passion come out from just talking to you guys. And you guys are committed, you're persistent, you're patient, and you guys are gonna have nothing but success coming forward. And we wish you nothing but the best of luck here.
Thank you,
Oh, yeah.
man.
Thank you, man.
Thank you for the kind words.
Thank you.
Absolutely, sure thing. What would you say,
Send
Jay
it.
Smooth? Let's send it on out. Let's send it on a good note. Let's send it on a high note.
Send it.
Send it.
Full sendy. Well, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for tuning in tonight at Hawk Winds Radio Picture Show. For those of you just listening to the first time, we very much thank you for joining in. Tune in every single Wednesday right here at Q4 Radio. We're going to be on the YouTube page for Hawk Winds Radio Picture Show. Again, every single Wednesday, we're going to have a lot of fun coming up in the future. And me and Jay are about to come up on our 1 year anniversary. coming up
Hawks
next
Wins
month.
live show, baby. It's
Yeah,
coming.
baby. It's coming.
Keep an ear out for it.
Yeah.
It's pretty much some of the bands we've had on. They're going to be playing a show with us or for us.
That's right.
By us?
For us, by us, near us. For
Whatever.
your hearts.
For you guys.
For you guys, the listeners.
1 year, baby.
1 year. It's been a doozy, and it's cool. We met up recently, and we were just like, how many people have we had on the show? And we counted well over 100 people that we've
for
had on
sure,
the
yeah.
show. And Jay Smooth, it's been nothing but a pleasure, my friend, and I appreciate you giving me the gift to come on up here and perform, and keeping me in line when life seemed to get a little off course. You kept me on my nose clean and on the right path.
I appreciate you wanting to do this, bro.
I
Hell yeah,
appreciate
dude.
you wanting to do this, brother. Well, let's send these folks off. Let's give you guys a challenge before next week.
I just challenge everyone to do one act of kindness, anything throughout the week. There's a lot of people going through shit right now in the world. Like, just be nice to one person. It could change their entire world.
Amen to that, brother. A random act of kindness is going to have a ripple effect. It's funny, when we first started doing the show, we were doing this. I was like, being all like, oh, everybody be nice to each other. And you'd be like, everybody go out and do something demonic and crazy. And I was like, Jay.
Go spit on a homeless or something.
No. Don't do that. Don't do that. I'm going to piggyback off you. I'm going to say, do an act of random kindness, but do something a little fucking crazy. Do something that's going to get your heart rate going. Just don't hurt other people. That's my only
Adopt a
thing.
child and then leave him at an orphanage.
No, it's the cycle. We can't have the cycle keep going. So spread love, do something crazy, film it for TikTok while it's still here.
A couple more days.
Couple more days, and then RIP.
Then we're all
TikTok.
going to that Red app, apparently.
Uh,
Another Chinese app.
Not I. Well, thank you guys for joining us here at Hawkwinds Radio Picture Show. My name is Jack Dwyer.
And I'm Jay Smooth.
Thank you all for joining. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.